What's going on, guys? We are back for our next session of Lordly Caliber. It has been a super crazy week over here at, I shouldn't call my house Black Dragon Gaming headquarters, but I'm going to call
No, that
it.
sounds cool.
Okay, that's what we're calling it. You heard her.
The BDG HQ.
BDG HQ, as Joe starts spamming the Discord. Really quick before we get going any farther, as you guys know, if you've been watching the series through all of the really bad audio from way back in the day, we are joined today by Kane. We are joined today by Colin. They are from the Inn of Planar Crossroads. And if you guys like what you're seeing over here, go watch us play Rise of the Rune Lords. We stream it on Twitch. I believe it's on Twitch every Tuesday night at, 5 p.m. Central? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we try to Twitch it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
yeah, fair enough. It does go up on YouTube for sure. There's a lot of weird stuff happens on that game, I will say. I didn't expect my Orc Hunter to have to deliver an egg baby from a mammal, and I'll leave it at that, because the rest of it is spoilers. But
It'll be a fun surprise.
yeah, it is a fun... Yeah, that's what it was. The funnest of surprises. Also, as you guys know, our giveaway for the Pathfinder Doomsday Dawn playthrough is live right now. We have taken the 424 subscriber mark and we have kicked it down the field in such a way that we're going to hit 848 the next giveaway, probably before the first one ends. So I have no idea what I'm doing for the next one, but we'll figure it out. As always, though, my Patreon is in the description if you'd like to help us out, and you can follow this card right here for more details on the giveaway. Now I have rambled enough. It's time to start killing some players.
Oh.
What?
D6 for in-character reflections. A lot of stuff happened to everybody but Francis. Or Francis just got to spend time with his family as people are dying and having their personalities ripped apart and all that fun stuff.
No, it's important to spend time with your family this time of year.
Yeah. Sarah, you are first.
I'm first.
Your in-character reflection for the hero point is first.
Alright. Meredith has gone through a lot in the past couple of months. He had his faith tested by his own sword. So that was fun. That was a shot.
It was kind of a one-shot. That's not inaccurate.
A one. We went to saw a mean necromancer, or not a necromancer.
What, Lucia? And you didn't...
And what?
Not Lucia's. We're talking your character.
No, I'm talking about Arendelle. Alchemist. That's what they're called, alchemists.
He could be a necromancer. They get mostly the same spells.
And then his nice teddy bear koala friend. But it was awkward for him because he had to see his friend's brain get ripped open.
Oh yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Improving is fun.
It's quite interesting, yes. Let's watch the bad part of Enderling get ripped out and put in a vial. Start yelling around.
Mm-hmm.
Yelling around. Alright. I think I've babbled enough.
I think you're doing a recap of the last session and not how you feel.
That's why I'm stopping.
If you want that hero point, I need an in-character reflection.
Okay.
But thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. I cut one of my players' heads open last session because I did forget.
Well, what I was trying to say was it makes I don't want to say makes him uncomfortable. It makes him nervous for Enderling. I was going on to say, but I ended up going.
It is what it is. Take your hero point, and here comes a d6 for the next person in line. And it is Colin. All right, Xandu, lay it on us.
Well, it's good that that creature in Enderling's head has been removed. That was that could have gone very poorly for him. Wow, but the end is coming one way or another. I don't know how exactly it'll be. Maybe it'll be a mishmash of all of the above, but we have to be prepared for anything and everything, it seems.
Fair enough. Take your hero points, sir, and I will find 6. I have a lot of We're just gonna go backwards. All right, Donald, you have the floor, my man.
Okay, so a lot is going through Lucia's mind. She was forced to kill people that she considered temporary allies, which she needs to break the bond somehow. I mean, the Routledge. Lucia does have a sense of respect for him, but also like him at the same time as a person more powerful that she can compare herself to see how powerful she is as a apprentice to masters, to see how can I learn from him and kill the Routledge down the road. So it's a weird, complex issue she has. She respects the Routledge, but want to kill him.
So what I'm taking away from that is our necromancer is planning on prestiging into Sith Lord, and I will take it. Take your hero point, sir.
Yeah. When I made Lucia, I thought it would say something like that, but now she is officially full blown Sith now.
Fair enough. I miss Star Wars. We'll get back to a Star Wars game before too terribly long. Anywho, we are just straight going in backwards order. Van, you have the floor. Kane has yet to log in to Roll20. I realize that now.
So
I'm there.
This Sandu guy, he's kind of a head case, but I gotta admit, he comes in handy. Whatever that thing is that claims to be Nira really had me going. Even though, like, when I'm not under her its spell, whatever, that, you know, I seem like I should know better, but man, I love that girl so much that I don't know what it is, even with her face half burned off, and me knowing that she's in ashes. That, whoa, like that was crazy. So, like I said, Xandu, he came in handy, so I could at least get out of the compulsion or whatever it is, and at least now every time I see her, as bittersweet as it is, it's going to cause me to run away from her. So I guess it's a good thing, sort of, I guess.
Alrighty, fair enough. I didn't accidentally mute it or change the stuff. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Fair enough. Take your hero point, and now I'm going to roll a 2 on this d6. Nope, I've rolled a 4, so we're just going to default over to Kane.
Okie. I suppose I'm strangely grateful in these increasingly more dark times, as I've never before now had the opportunity to spend so much time with a family I left behind during my childhood. And as much as I wish they were under different circumstances, I feel I must make the best of the time I'm being given now to, I don't know, make good with them while I can. Because I don't know how much more time I'm going to have before things get real unfortunate, to say the least.
Fair enough. Somber words from the old man, and he gets his hero point. Joe, take us home.
Okay. Well, I'm sitting here staring at the other half of myself, essentially. Something that's entered my brain, and it's taken over, it's taken.
Joe, if you are still with us out there, you cut out real hard. It has taken my clang.
Sitting here looking at it, it's kind of like the realization that, there's something wrong with me, I guess. There's something different about me, at least. Maybe not wrong with me. That's taking it a bit too far. But when I sit here and I look at this jar, this little thing that was inside of me, I realize now that there's a lot more at stake than Van leaving the chat or the war. It's really my own well-being and my own sanity that's at stake.
Fair enough. Take your hero point. And we had decided last session we will be participating in the siege of Katheer. The night passes. Everybody gets their spells back. Everyone had that last chance, I guess, throughout the week. Though I will be generous. You have time if you haven't spent all your gold to quickly dive in and buy items as we're assembling outside Katheer, which you guys should be able to see, right? Did I get the players over there?
I can see it.
Haha. All right, so we're going to say army sets up. Who's the lucky player? It will be Xandu. Xandu's token represents... No, that can't be. That is not correct. It's got to be somebody
Koala.
who's... No, it's not going to be Koala. It's going to be somebody who's an important NPC. Well, the Koala's an important NPC. I'm not going to disparage somebody's homunculus. We'll use Mustafa. He will mark where the army is on the board. Everybody make me a perception check real quick.
Julio.
Donald, when we're idle, does your mouse just hover over the perception button? Because as soon as I say perception, every time, you are always just right there.
When it comes to roles, playing on Roll20 enough, I learned it is important to make all the necessary macros that is used a lot. So all the saves, stealth, perception, anything I use a lot, I make a macro for.
Fair enough.
You got my die.
Well, that's because we don't have a very super awesome recording studio at BDHQ. Yeah, I'm holding on to that. That's pretty good.
You'll get there.
We
Can I
will.
roll a
It'll be
D8
sweet.
for perception?
No, if you want. It's gonna be bad
How
though.
about a D60? I can access that faster than a D20 apparently.
Nope. We're not playing golf today.
Here we go.
Alright, so all of those are not natural ones. No one did terrible. You guys are among the first to arrive outside Katheer. You wake up in the morning and the soldiers that were in the demiplane just kind of start marching through a gate and you guys fall in line. You arrive to what appears to be an empty city. There are soldiers on the walls. You can see them. You guys are outside of arrow range, but it's really, really obvious the defenders do not have enough men on the walls to stop you guys from just pouring over them. That's accentuated really hard as more and more troops just pour out of this gate behind you. All of the NPCs you've met so far are with you. I want to call him Necros, but that's not his name here. Agruz and his Warcat come through and they form up with some of the local cavalry. His girlfriend is with them, whose name you still don't know because no one's really tried to talk to her. Who's not dead. Kresh comes through and turns into a gigantic ape, just kind of in stride and gets out in front of an army of dudes with spears.
What about the tiefling alchemist? Was he killed in the battle?
He was with you guys when you guys were messing around at the border, and he, the bartender, and that goblin, all three died. Him and the bartender got captured, taken back to Taldor, and used as scapegoats for these guys captured the prince, who actually just ran off. And that's kind of it's part of the shot heard around the world, essentially. The floor belongs to you guys.
I have an idea. So if we're going to get into the fort, I'm thinking I can have my imp scout the walls to see where the good entry point with Poe helping me out.
Can you make a quick knowledge local check for me?
Sure.
This is one of the macros Donald does not have prepared.
We're at the where Mustafa is, right?
Yeah, that token. Okay, Donald, so Katheer has a population of about 135,000 people. It's not it's definitely not a fort. You can't see, I'm going to bump Mustafa down a little. So we can all see that says not to scale. This is probably about the size of cities that won't matter to you guys if I say the name, because not all of you are from America. Well, you all have cities where you're from that are about the size of a big college town, essentially. That's about how big this is. You could send your imp over to scout, but just because here doesn't have a lot of defenders doesn't mean the rest of it isn't defended. You also know that you are like the Poshman River, it is what, like an hour, I think, give or take, before that dumps into the inner sea. That was all I had to say, though.
Alright, are we headed somewhere specific in town?
It doesn't seem to be. It seems like everybody's just kind of forming up right now.
Wait, what? Do we know what 8 is? Is that what you... Did you say that?
I did not. He rolled high enough. I have the Katheer Splat book open over here. 8 is...
I imagine it's probably the palace, considering it's at the end of a river.
That's actually exactly right. That is the seat of imperial power in Katheer.
Dang.
That palace houses the satrap. Joe gets an action point for being smart. The imperial vizier and Katheer's imperial court. Commoners and foreigners, by and large, aren't allowed inside unless they're accompanied by a noble patron. So, like, even if you guys were from here, you wouldn't know a whole lot of what's going on in there, to say nothing of... Lucy has probably never been to, like, the back end of Taldor before, so it's all a complete mystery in there for her, even with that natural 19.
Is 13? 13's at the end of something called the Golden Path. Is that some like a temple or something? I don't know.
That is, and this is we're just writing Lucia's natural 19 knowledge local hard. That is it's the westernmost end of the Golden Path, that's Pathfinder's Silk Road. That's when we started off. That was Mercutio's selling point to, like, hey, come join a revolution, but I'm lying to you. Was you were going to start there and then head your way through Casmeron and become the richest people in the world, essentially. That specific point on the board is, like, it's a raised plaza. Lots of, like, slender pillars and stuff like that. There's probably also... Oh, yeah, I'm reading a little far. There's a lot of stuff on this. There's a humongous assortment of markets set up at all times of the year there. You imagine now, maybe less so, but that's where everything starts, essentially.
Tommy, quick question. So most of the defenders are on the wall, am I correct?
You see that the walls appear to be lightly defended. You know that the whole point of this mission is you're like I said a couple sessions ago and last session, the satrap himself has fled to Casmeron. Most of the satrap's forces have joined the rebellion because, like, amidst rumors and facts of the Empire summoning divs, word from the Empire is that you guys are summoning divs and they've kind of just sold out Katheer. Everybody's pretty much fed up with it. So it's like, there's not a lot left, but that you're smart enough, that they could be deeper in the city.
Okay.
So is there a possibility that we could simply just ask the defenders to give up, considering the fact that they think that we're summoning divs, and the fact that they think, well, that they know that we are far superior to them?
Yeah, that definitely exists.
And another option, if we need to get in, if diplomacy not going to work, Enderling, if we do get a bag of holding big enough to hold everyone, he could swim through the waterway to get close to the dock area to get us to have us sneak in via that way, potentially.
It's a thought.
So what is the plan? What is the course of action, everyone?
It's up to you guys. Everybody is still assembling here. It's gonna take a couple hours to get everybody together because there's a lot of everybody.
So my thoughts are, considering, so we're looking at this map right now.
You are.
Like, we are, and Lucia knows, like, a lot of the things that are here.
Yeah, she's got this in her back pocket. Probably the actual
awesome.
map. Just say, wait a minute.
I'm thinking, if we can't, I would prefer to attack from waterways. That's the most effective way because you can get in and out quite easily. But if attacking from a waterway is not an option for these backwards, non-seafaring people, then these ruins here and here, if my contraption will work, and here, seem quite nice, considering the fact that they're probably uninhabited, undefended, and more or less would be essentially easier to infiltrate. Though I would prefer to defuse the situation without bloodshed and turn these troops to our side. I much prefer fighting would be a secondary preference to myself.
Okay. That's not entirely inaccurate. The ruins are probably less inhabited than other places, but like there's probably still people living there as well. Katheer is, and this is, again, we're just riding that natural 19 off into the sunset here. Katheer is a really, 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 really old city. Even before, like, the Padishah Empire had traveled this far west and established it, and before the Empire had driven them back and conquered it and stuff, this is where people would come once a year to horse race. Essentially, all the tribes would meet here to essentially just celebrate. And those ruins are from that time.
There was some mention of summoning divs. Do they think that we're the part of the military force that was unleashing divs on people?
That is the official word from the Empire.
I mean, I'm not above us scaring our way in. If that works, it might avert bloodshed.
If we are considered monsters in their eyes, we should take advantage of that. I mean, we do have Enderling that is a troll after all. So why not play the part of the big bad and get them to side with us?
Not to mention a necromancer from Cheliax. Speaking of scary,
the actual evil.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna have to go in first though, because the midget prostitute and the fat green short guy are gonna have to be in the back.
Fat green
short guy.
I think he means himself.
Yeah.
Why does Pog have to be in the back?
Pog has gangrene and he's really bloated.
Well, it's just mean we're not very intimidating looking. I feel like we should lead with the evil witch and the skag.
Can everybody make another perception check for me?
All right. So are we doing diplomacy or are we doing
intimidate?
Intimidate.
Then we want them to surrender unconditionally. We don't want them to have tea.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Somebody roll
towers. They got towers.
I see everything.
You do. All right. So now we're just waiting to see if Sarah natural ones.
I rolled a 14. I'd
3,
say it
4.
if I natural one.
Well, I haven't heard from you. I'm just not
gonna
be
like checking my sheet. Like, yeah, natural one.
All right. So Van natural ones. Another gate appears. And
Van natural 2 or 20s. Natural 2s.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's Van natural ones. You all die. No, sorry.
That's the opposite of a bad thing.
Van crits, and another gate opens, and a single siege tower appears out of it. It appears to be moving on its own towards that part of the wall right there. Through his natural 20. I don't know how I want to do this. Okay, so through the natural 20. Some more.
He does have a wasp.
He does have a wasp. Through the natural 20, you realize I've got a wasp. You see behind it a bunch of soldiers file out. You guys, I'll say you guys are kind of like higher up than where the siege tower is deployed, and they just kind of form lines, and the siege tower continues to move by itself towards the walls of Katheer, and these guys start just you can't make anything out because this map is not the scale. They are probably a couple miles away from you, but there's so many people there that you begin to hear just
smacky,
the sound of shields on spears.
Thank you for popping me.
You're welcome. Thank you, whoever is
that.
Yeah.
Me.
I guess I could have done that.
Just smacking their own asses.
I'm afraid to hit this contraption too much. I already
Joe's our Foley artist.
The people in the tower, do they have some code of shield, some code of arms, or any symbol we can identify them by?
Not from here. It just appears to be one siege tower moving toward the walls by itself.
And it's from our side, right?
You assume.
Huh.
I mean, they would not want to mobilize a siege tower against us if they were attacking us.
That'd be bad.
Right. No,
Wait,
yeah.
Wait, we have Mercutio and Mufasa. If we ask them about the siege tower, would they know if they had a siege tower?
Yes, they would, and you assume you do, but they're not anywhere around really.
So the wasp zaps over, takes a look at the siege tower, and comes back and tells me what it is.
Okay, it tells just you.
Tells us.
Okay, so the wasp R2D2's out in a matter of seconds, and you see there's a really, really, really big dude is pulling this tower. Like there's a rope around it, and then it comes around the front in such a way that he's essentially just towing the tower towards the wall. He's probably at least 8 feet tall.
It's a really big guy.
It's hard to... Well, I need to watch Star Wars Episode 4 because I need to remember how much detail you get from... I'm just going to Google, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope, really quickly.
Wait, I am thinking of doing a knowledge nature check to know what that creature is.
Yeah, hold on. I
laughing
need to see how much detail... Okay, you guys have a lot of detail. Okay.
I'm laughing because it looks like when you're typing in Google, just help me!
I need to reach help now. This is a bad...
Help Google!
Life alert! I followed it. I can't get up.
Okay, so the man's face and like his arms, that's the only part of... Well, no. This dude's probably wearing just like chainmail, and then his arms and his legs and his face are hanging out, and it looks like the dude has really severe burns all throughout his body, so much so that his skin has begun to like crack open and kind of like ooze out. He has a long sword and a shield and a spear at his like waist and back respectively, and he just kind of like effortlessly, another day in the life style, I will say, just kind of like walking towards the wall.
Is it safe to say this is some type of a giant?
It is a logical conclusion. It's not a small, I will say.
Okay,
I
I'm going
remember
to...
which PC from previous games.
It's not a halfling.
It is not a halfling.
I want to know what it is, so I'm going to roll knowledge nature. I think I know what type of creature it is, but I want to know what Lucia knows.
All right, go for it. Natural 20.
She knows exactly what it is.
She knows exactly. That dude is a half dragon. It dawns
We're
on you,
busting all these
just
out
like
now.
just right off the top of your head. It crosses your mind that guy's not entirely human. He's a human for sure, but that dude at some point in his life, very recently, his bloodline has mixed with a Torlinorm, which is it.
I know who it is.
They live in the very far north. They don't fly, but like they can swim through lava.
Enderling sprints towards the tower.
All right, it's gonna be a long sprint, but you can certainly
Yes, it is. You're right.
So do we...
I'm gonna also say really fast before we go any farther, because you can get sound off of R2D2 as well. I think I've just named the wasp. You can get sound off R2D2 as well. You can hear the soldiers behind him are just chanting, just Torvald, 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 and beating their spears on their shields in time to it. Enderling takes off.
Yeah, Enderling just bolts away. Enderling's really wondering where his hammer is.
Yeah, we cut to a shot of Enderling from the perspective of the towers. That music from Monty Python plays. That dun 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 dun.
Pogue picks up 2 coconuts and starts banging them together.
And he follows along. One of these days I'll get around to watching those. It's probably in
these
June.
Guys, do they seem like they are part of the cult of the Dawnflower, or are they from Cheliax?
The guy is very obviously Ulfin. Like, even without the fact that he has draconic ancestry, the dude is, like, muscles on his muscles, very wide set, very tall. And Breezy is not far from the lands of the Norm Kings. Xandu, even, like, if you didn't know who that was, you would recognize, like, an exceptionally big Ulfin man.
Okay.
So this is not golden at all. Good. Good to know. Golden is not dead.
But so he's not part of the cult of the Dawnflower, is what I'm gathering.
No, he is. It's just
he is.
People have come from all far and wide at Mercutio's behest to fight in this thing, and
okay.
if he was here to tell you, Enderling would say that Torvald is here because for the same reason Enderling's family is here, to keep them safe, like when Fafnir's Envy was transplanted into that demiplane.
Okay. Interesting.
Emily would definitely tell you that Torvald is the greatest warrior on Galarion. That's what he would tell you. As he's like sprinting just towards the thing.
It's probably going to take, like, that is probably a couple of miles, if not more, from where the army is assembling to there. Hogue makes a diplomacy check.
Nah, it's like 7 minutes for Enderling. He's got like a 2.5, 3 minute mile, right?
Right. So
He's got a 20-foot move speed.
While we're waiting,
Yeah, but you really want this.
Pogue yells up to the defenders and says, good day, kind gentlemen. How are you today? I hope you're well. We have your family down here, your sisters and your parents and your brothers and everybody else who's seen the light, and wants you to join us in freedom. So why don't you throw down your arms and open up the gates? If that's not enough, we can sweeten the deal even a little bit more.
I'm going to be nice to Poe, and I'm going to cast the spell before he began talking, Eagle Splendor, so he get a +2 charisma bonus to all of his charisma checks. So
I'm assuming
Poe
does not have a charisma headband yet. Yes, no?
No.
Okay, great.
No.
Okay.
Pogue doesn't need one.
Pogue doesn't need the big 6. He's got this.
yeah, might as well just give you a nice bonus for free for a bit of time to help.
The defenders do not respond.
Right. So, come on, gentlemen. I'll sweeten the deal for you even. Right here, I have the one and only famed from Cheliax to Katheer. Surely you've heard of her. The one and only Lucia LaCroix, Madam of the Dead. Now, I promise each and every one of you that she will resurrect a dead body that you can sleep with tonight to keep you warm.
A dead body would not keep you warm.
Francis
Or
chimes
keep
in
you
from
cold.
the back.
Keep you cool in the heat.
Also, I have several things to say about that proposition.
Poe. Many of these people do not want to sleep with the dead. Maybe some of your clients do, but I'm not going to tell you.
Trust me. If you haven't tried it, don't knock it.
Make another diplomacy check. Okay.
+2, so 25.
I'll make another will save. They continue to not respond.
Gee. Wait a minute.
Probably a little awkward. It's probably like
25 to 3?
they're adding stuff.
They're adding stuff.
They are. I don't want to have to type in the modifiers. I know what they add.
Are they constructs?
Yeah, all the defenders from Katheer just don't care because they're all golems.
Guaranteed satisfaction.
That's the only way I could see you not responding to that offer. In either, like, outright disgust or anger.
Well, I tried to sweeten the honeypot for you, but if that's not going to do it, then really, I mean this, and I mean this not to intimidate you, because I'm far from the one to intimidate you. He's running somewhere else right now. But he'll be back to intimidate you if he need to. Right now, truly, your brothers in the armies have thrown down their weapons and abandoned this travesty. And they're here with us, ready to make a new kingdom for you, free from evil tyranny. Do I ask you again, throw down your arms and open the gates?
Alright, I'll give you one more diplomacy.
You're just waiting for me to crit.
No,
Fail.
no, maybe. Maybe that's always what I'm
Ugh.
doing. That's probably a natural 2 for you, isn't it? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Close! So close! They continue to not respond. Everybody who is an Enderling, make a quick perception check.
Sorry, what, Chuck?
Everyone who is an Enderling, roll perception.
I feel like right now we're just waiting for that tower to catch up to the wall.
Oh, baby.
Just circumvent this problem altogether.
Xandu sees everything.
Xandu sees everything. Sarah is in the bathroom, so I'm gonna roll this
It's his
d20.
mind.
Sarah rolled a natural 15. Okay.
So Xandu see the sticks up the soldiers' butts or something?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh baby.
In a brief flash of psychic power, as Xandu is wont to do, Xandu realizes that it's a trap.
It's a trap!
It's a trap. You guys see behind you. No, this is not part of the trap. I should really, really quickly make sure you understand. This is not part of the trap. But out from the gate comes several, 5 or 6 man teams. Some of them are bigger than others. And they begin unfurling these just massive rugs onto the sand. You see, one man in the group of 5 or 6 who's dressed a little more ornately reaches into a bag and withdraws. You realize this bag must certainly be a bag of holding, because he pulls out a really ornate crystal ball that's sitting on a 5-foot obsidian plinth, and they set it down on the center of the carpet, sit down Indian style, Arcadian style, next to it.
Ooh.
Put their hands on the crystal
You
ball.
said this is not part of the trap.
This is not part of the trap. But they put their hands on the crystal ball, and the rugs all begin to rise off the ground. There's some of the rugs that are rising up carry only 5 or 6 guys that are armed with spears and bows and stuff. Some of them are the size of most people's living rooms, and people begin to pile on top of these things. Think the F-16 or the dropship for troops.
Are they the enemy? Are they the defenders flying, or
They come in behind you. These are friends. But again, Xandu, it runs through his head this is a trap.
So I don't know what the trap is, but it is a trap.
Yeah.
do you tell any of us it's a trap?
He does.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody
Okay,
probably sees him zone out for a second.
It's a good thing that I
His
did
eyes sort
prepare.
of roll back into his head and come back down. He goes, "We need to be wary. This is a trap."
I'm gonna let that one go for free, but I realize I fucked up. I screwed up. Watch me. I'm sorry, Paizo. Xandu, really quickly, roll me a D100. You went to bed.
I went to bed.
At some point, the night passed. Yeah, this is a new day. So,
Oh,
we need
okay.
you have a permanent mind blank on you. I'm aware of this. But roll that D100.
Yes.
Alrighty. So you do enter the dimension of dreams in your night sleepy time. I will roll a D100. I will get pretty good. Okay, make a will save. You show up directly in Lang, and you happen to be just right on top of where the Void Weaver is waiting for you. Well, not waiting
Oh,
for you.
boy.
I'll say waiting, because you do have. She can't scry you. They can't scry you.
Yeah. Woo.
Make that
Oh
will save.
boy. Gotcha.
And retroactively, Xandu explodes into a cloud of viscera.
Just-
Oh, jeez.
Sandu tells you it's a trap and then disappears. Thanks, Sandu.
Can I aid him or anything?
you can, but he
It's
passes.
10 versus mind affecting.
So you rolled a 37.
Yes.
Then you pass with flying colors. The great old one reaches out to your mind and attempts to invade it, and you just kind of shrug her off. It sounds like a feminine name, but it's both and neither, because there's an that goes back to futilely building its web. And you are free and you are fine, and we will go back to this.
Okay.
Congratulations, you don't have a
Flies
50% chance to do nothing today.
Okay.
What kind of trap is it?
Is that Pogue asking?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Yeah, or Tommy. It's a natural 20.
It's complicated.
What kind of trap is it?
What kind of trap is this? Like my Borat? It's pretty bad.
I'm not sure, but we should try and minimize casualties. They might be trying to summon Div in there. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm going to send a message to someone on the carpet above. It's maybe a trap there. Be careful. It's a good thing that I prepare a message for one of my cantrips.
All day, every day. I'll say there are many of these, and all of the assembled soldiers. You see, Augurs' Warcat gets its own special, really big rug that has to be humongous to carry this thing over the walls, along with about 2 or 3 dozen horses and their riders standing next to them, trying to keep them calm as these things start rising off the ground. The message is received. Also, there are several, like, these things are being rapidly loaded, and you begin to realize this is how the rebellion plans to enter Katheer. They plan on just flying over, dropping in.
Okay, I was going to ask you to clarify before if the runs
Maybe we
were
should tell
ours
somebody
or
to take
theirs.
control.
They're ours. So I'm sorry, Tommy, I missed this. What time of day is it?
It is probably like 9 a.m.
Okay.
Speaking of the troll,
So-
let's cut over to old Enderlin real quick.
If we're planning on flying in, then what's with the siege tower?
That's why we're going to cut over to Enderling.
It's a flying siege tower!
Very expensive.
Enderling reaches the siege tower about the time the siege tower reaches, like... yeah, we'll say Torvald, he puts it on the wall and just kind of sets it there. He has yet to see you. You're probably like the last 50 yards of your sprint.
Yeah, probably. Well, I've probably been screaming this entire time, just Torvald, Torvald, Torvald. Arms to my side, not to my side, like Tina Belcher, but like outstretched, like I'm about to hug him.
Tina Belcher. Okay, yeah, he hears you. He looks over, and like the lava on his face cracks into this like really wide open smile. He just Enderling, and he waves his. He has a hammer. I'm sorry I screwed up his weapon. He doesn't have a spear, a longsword, and shield. He has a hammer, and he waves it at you. It's the sounds of the men chanting his name over and over are much louder this closer to him.
Does Enderling know it's a trap?
Does Pogue send the wasp to Enderling is the question, because Xandu has told everyone here that it's a trap.
Well,
That's up to Pogue.
and now we learn how terrible Pogue is.
No, of course he tells them.
All right, Enderling's aware.
Then Enderling is also yelling, "It's a trap, Torvald! It's a trap, Torvald!"
He looks over at you, and as he does this, he one of his legs like swings up as his arm goes down. The comfortable, like, imagine the idle villager button from Age of Empires 2, if you will, as he begins to lean up into the side of the wall. Just, oh yeah! He knocks on it 3 times, and you see there's a ring around his like pointer finger that turns this really, like, brighter than him red as his section of the wall just kind of like goopifies. It doesn't fall apart. It doesn't like down onto him and everybody else, but it kind of like it oozes out a little, and he kind of just leans a little too far forward and goes into the wall.
Now that's
Is
a way
he
to
hurt?
make an exit.
Does Enderling is Enderling anywhere close to him
You probably get within like 30 feet-ish.
as he's like falling into the wall?
Mhm.
Oh, does he look hurt at all
No,
as this happens?
He does not.
No.
He falls into the wall, but he does it kind of like on his own accord. He knows it's happening, and but
Torvald, my psychic friend thinks that this is a trap. Be careful.
from the other side of the wall, just God.
God.
God?
Good.
God?
Oh, good.
With a very bad accent.
They say God. Oh, he's become a monotheist.
Things have gotten real strange since you left home.
God?
Well, anything else, Joe?
Enderling will follow him, I guess. If the wall's still goopified, or I'll just start wailing on the wall.
You can make me a swim check, I think.
Oh.
I will look up
Good
what
at
I've just done.
this. Look up what I just done.
Let's swim through
Um,
the
Soften earth and stone.
I'm really good at swimming, by the way.
Tight.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Well, remember that the guy who regenerates in the water is really good when he's in the water.
Yes.
You don't regenerate in the wall.
That's good.
That would be confusing.
That'd be weird. Okay.
I've got wall regeneration.
All right. So what has basically gone on here is Torvald has a really powerful artifact that has cast this kind of a mix between Soften Earth and Stone and Wall of Lava. Essentially, he's turned that part of the wall into something he can just walk through. The swim check is successful, but it's not like you touch the wall and it is very hot. It will hurt to try to go through this. I won't stop you.
Angela regrets much and continues to yell that it's a trap as he like sticks his fingers in his mouth.
All right.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
Alrighty, here comes.
Do we see this on R2D2?
If Pogue wishes it. That much fire damage.
Don't do it if you wish it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Having flashbacks to
Oh, my.
Haster.
Good old
Ouch.
flashbacks.
I think I'm
Those are some
yeah.
fingers.
I mean, those fingers can't taste good.
Is Enderling has all his hit points in his fingers.
That's where he
Yeah.
stores them.
Sadly enough.
It's his phylactery.
Ugh.
Phallus.
Yeah, in his phalanges. That was a PG-rated comment. That was a G-rated comment.
Yeah, it was. So you emerge on the other side. Yeah, really, I've been the only one to mess up today. You emerge on the other side of the wall, and Torvald isn't there.
Torvald's not there. Did he fly away? No, he can't fly. I forgot about that. Did he run away?
It's perception check. I was gonna say it's possible, but we don't know how possible it is yet because the dice haven't been thrown around.
Oh, I'm so good.
Everything's pretty quiet. You know it's a trap, and you know it's suspicious that everything's quiet, but like there is nobody here. Even on this section of wall, there's nobody defending it. You don't see you imagine Torvald is just like taken off somewhere, but you don't hear the sound of heavy booted feet running through the streets of Katheer.
Do I hear the defense of like someone else on the other side, like or the defense, the attackers?
You can hear out behind you.
Okay. How can I climb? I'm okay at climbing. Well, I'm super slow. Is there like a place for me to run? I'm medium right now. Is there a place for me to like run up the like into a tower or something?
Oh yeah, for sure. All over the place.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Isn't
And
Enderling
then-
like right by the palace too?
It's really convenient that I didn't look at the map. I might have flipped it. You might have attacked from the river now. He is though, yeah. He's like, it's still quite a distance from here to there, but he's close.
That's what everybody's just gonna run up a tower or something.
Okay, you're able to do so. Nothing stops you.
All right. There's no one on the walls.
Nobody on the walls.
Do I see Torvald from here?
Make another perception check.
Deal. Way better.
You do not. Let me. You don't see Torvald. When he has me roll a d20. You don't know why. Because I realized I guess I could have muted the mic real quick to be secretive as I make secret rolls, but man.
Dun, dun, dun.
You don't
Now
see.
you're just making me uncomfortable.
Good.
I was pretty good at that.
The men outside the walls continue to just chant Torvald over and over, slamming their weapons together. You can see, like, over yonder, the sky is pretty dark with flying carpets that are dropping troops into Katheer.
Aaron's gonna like wave his arms to like. I'm gonna make an intimidate check. I'm gonna start yelling at people for them to stop doing what they're doing.
Okay. What's everybody else up to?
People are getting into the city, even though we've been told that it's an ambush of some sort.
People
But
are aware.
I don't
People
know
are
if
on
it's
guard.
necessarily an ambush, but it is some sort of trap.
People are on guard as they go up. Like, nobody's just, like, lounging on the carpets as they fly over.
Mm-hmm.
So what the plan? Are we attacking the city? I'm confused as one is attacking, one is not. So who have the right orders?
You guys are attacking the city, right?
Okay, so
You guys, the players, is why I'm asking what you're doing.
Yeah, Zandu is very concerned about that tower and that specifically that Enderling is over there. Especially if there's a bunch of people chanting Torvald as well.
Well,
So
okay, then I feel like our options are either to make the sprint down there to the tower to join Enderling, or to go over the wall where we are into the ruins.
Well,
Which
why don't we find a place that is, where everybody else isn't?
that's not a half bad idea. I am
Rest
going to
in
wild
peace, man.
shape into
he's back.
Boruta. However you say that word.
What? I heard rest in peace, man,
Veruca?
and then I came back in and Boruta.
Boruta.
Fancy.
No, I said find a place where nobody else is and sneak in.
Okay.
Not rest in peace.
Like, Zandu's concerned that they're basically trying to corner people into the river, especially with the
Deal.
tower there. So basically, the whole building, the whole structure is a decoy. It'll be mostly empty, and then a bunch of troops will flood in from the other side and have us trapped against the river. Is what he's thinking is going to happen.
Okay.
Tommy, I'm curious. So if we did travel along this road here, along the other way here, and then cross the river via, I need to actually scroll my cursor over a bit. So if we yonder all over here to the river crossing here, how long would it take for us to get there?
Probably. If you're just like hoofing it, I should put hexes on it. Hexes an hour of travel. That Enderling just like sprinted real hard a couple miles to get where he is. For that, that's probably like 4 or 5 to get around. And even then, like, the map doesn't mark it, but there are definitely walls on the riverside of Katheer as well.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Like right here, there's probably a really, really big floodgate is the wrong word, because they're not gonna like dry dock number 7, I don't imagine. But like they can, if they don't want people to come up that way, they can stop it. Now I'm gonna look at number 7 and see if they can actually dry dock that.
Yeah, I was thinking. I know in some of the Elder Scroll games, some of the fortified cities doesn't have forts, have the fort walls go around all the way. So I just thought we could just take advantage of the not the complete wall part of the city to get in. That means.
Yeah. Okay, there's nothing in the entry for the Azure Canal that says that they get. It's very magical, but they don't say like we can flood this or take all the water away at will, huh?
Why don't we? So what's over here at this gate? How far is this from us?
That is an hour-ish, maybe a little less.
An hour.
I think if we want to go through an existing hole in the wall, we're going to have a walk ahead of us.
Yeah,
Well,
it's probably a
so-
real good lock too.
What I was thinking is, what if we take a gate so that if
That
is
way,
a
if we
trap
do
and
get
people-
trapped, we can get out and be like
Yeah.
basically defend the way out.
right,
That's good thinking.
Yeah, I can dig it.
so they all get knocked out of the air or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's also the gold path down there. There's a big gate there, but that's quite a ways away.
It is.
Yeah. Is this a gate right here?
It is not. The gates are just where the roads hit.
Okay.
Looks like there is a road hitting there almost.
Yeah, there might be. Let me.
Yeah, there's a road.
Upon
there
further
is.
inspection, that is in fact a gate.
So what type of gates are these? I'm thinking with some of the spells I can do, I can damage the gate.
You can make
With
a knowledge
some-
check.
Okay, knowledge engineering.
Okay, yeah, there we go. We got it.
Uh,
22. They're not like super magical powerful gates, but they are the best, probably like mithril and adamantine gates that money can buy. This is, though the Empire at large doesn't really care about Kadira, and a lot of the wealth of Kadira leaves Kadira at some point to go basically back to Apara, so people can be rich and all their houses can be gilded and stuff. All of that wealth does eventually pass through here, and thus this city is pretty opulent.
Okay, so I have an idea. I did prepare the spell Ice Storm, so I could use it on the gate to damage it.
You could. It would, like, you imagine it's going to take 2 or 3 storms.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just climb over the side?
Another option is we can just make sure we keep the gatehouse safe. So we can raise and lower the gates at will.
Yeah.
Well, do we take a contingent with us to hold the gatehouse? Because I don't imagine, like, because we're
There's
not...
5 of us, right?
Well, yeah. But I mean, are we going to stay in that gatehouse the entire time they ransack the city?
We might be able to leave it in the hands of the forces if we can grab some of them that aren't flying up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking we try and secure as many gates as possible while the party itself heads through the nearest gate down to the last one at the Golden Path. Perhaps walking past the tower on the way to make sure that everything's okay there.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to...
Does anybody have a problem with
gate.
that, or does anyone have another plan? Going
Well,
once?
You guys want to go that direction or the other direction?
I'm hearing you want to go here and secure the gate, and then like move down to this one.
Yes, that would
We
probably...
send a set of troops to secure that gate while we carry sets of troops that break off to secure the other gateways so that we have a way out should we need it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, say that again. Instead of troops?
So we have one set of troops go up to here.
Oh, okay.
Then we follow the path that we are on currently down and secure all the gates along the way until we get to the Golden Path, where it'll just be sort of our group versus whatever forces are protecting that gateway.
Well,
I
and that's
think-
not even really a gate.
The idea I think that Pogue was after was not drawing attention to ourselves.
Oh,
Gate
gotcha.
that way. So
Got what she's saying.
Most of the
So
attention
doing something
appears to
subtle.
be drawn up top because, like, people aren't actively dropping into the city right now. They're just kind of forming up there. But there's a lot more of them than there are you. These guys over here have begun to take pot shots at, because you're pretty far away from the walls, but they're trying to shoot at the carpets, and carpets are like fireballing back.
So is anybody over here at this gate?
Yeah, the wall is defended probably till like Enderling can see up to like here. The wall is not defended, and you guys, you know it's a trap, but they're like, the illusion here is they only have enough men to defend the wall where you guys are deploying.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely more people somewhere.
That is definitely a logical conclusion.
Or just that, like, the troops on the wall are out of sight.
Yeah,
Zandu is wondering if the people by the tower are real or illusions of some sort.
Okay.
I know I'm like, am I within a spot where I can see like a mass of people?
You can
Like
look
a
down.
crowd?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, Zandu will disbelieve or choose to disbelieve them.
Okay. Make that will save, which you have a +10 on.
If it, yeah, because it'd be mind affecting if it was that.
Vandu the Illusion Slayer. They are very real.
They are very real people.
Mm.
And when we saw them, we didn't see like any markings of the cult of the Dawnflower on them, did we?
You do, yeah. They are These guys are like the, by and large, just those farmers that have been picked up, and here is a spear, and here is a shield. Now go fight. But they've all rallied around General Wormborn is another name that you would have heard him be called. Enderling would also see a lot of these guys, although they're very, very, very Kellish. They've adopted elfin hairstyles. A lot of them have started to grow their beards out and braid them. A lot of people have that, like, man bun mohawk is the wrong word, but y'all understand, right? Where they shave everything with a top knot. You shave everything with the top of your head, and then you tie it back in the back, that kind of thing. To put it another way, the guys living in Turkey look like they might actually be living in a Viking city.
I'm going to do a intelligence check to figure out where most of their forces are going to be in a city, thinking rationally.
Okay.
So 25 intelligence roll. So where would their main forces be? I'm thinking if we go in, they're probably going to do a counterattack or try to flank us when our forces are divided. So where would that be rationally in the city?
You imagine that, by and large, it would be on the walls. They'd be actively ready to defend like every inch of ground up to the palace. The river should have ships in it. This is a very high magic campaign. Stuff should be in the air. Stuff might even be underground. Constructs aren't unheard of to defend cities like this. Like, in Casmaron, it's pretty common for like major walls and gates in the bigger cities to have like stone golems and mithril golems and stuff like that built into the wall to come out and attack if the wall should come under attack.
So we don't know what the trap is.
Mm-hmm.
One of our possible plans is trying to keep the gates open. Although to do that, instead of one gate, we've chosen all the gates, and that requires more people. So
it's up in the air.
We still don't.
Right.
We still don't know what the nature of the trap or where the counterattack will come from. Right.
That is correct.
So maybe our little group's mission is to find a gate and then find the nature of the counterattack.
Okay.
Or I'm throwing that out to the party.
That
sounds like a solid plan.
That's a plan Lucia can agree to.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if we know there's a trap, but we don't know what the trap is or how where it's coming from, the only option we have is to spring it.
Right, or yeah, but not hopefully be in the middle of the trap when it happens. So,
well, yeah.
So, Tommy, our forces are coming in all across the wall or centered in a couple of areas?
They are, time has passed. Mustafa gains weight.
Oh.
Probably about,
oh dear.
Probably about
that,
that much space on the board is just dudes loading up into carpets to fly over, essentially.
Okay, and is there another front or whatever down here with this?
Perhaps like 1,000 men, and then a siege tower. They continue to just chant his name.
Well, that's going to draw a lot of attention if we want to go somewhere that isn't here.
So maybe up north to that gate.
That's what I'm thinking.
Go to the North Gate here. That is our chance. They are diverted. Most of these forces are focused on the forces here, so let's take advantage of that.
Alrighty, we will use Lucia's token for this.
Alright, so
real quick,
are we agreed we're going north?
Sarah has laid down Emeritus returns to the healing tent, and we are going north. What's Enderling doing? He's dead. Joseph.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's muted. Joe, what you doing? Still muted?
He's not theoretically muted.
All right, I kept pressing the wrong. I kept pressing the wrong buttons. I pressed disconnect, then I reconnected and pressed mute and deafen, and then I pressed mute, and that didn't help at all, and it was bad. Enderling, oh, excuse me. I'm gonna go over towards the thing. This, canal.
Okay. Nothing prevents you from doing so. Everybody make a quick perception check, would you?
Everybody?
Yeah.
A quick what?
Perception check.
Man.
Xandu knows it's a trap.
Xandu is still real sure nobody rolled bad. Okay, so
Xandu sees everything.
I'm trying to think what... we'll get to Xandu in a second. A lot of flying things drop out of invisibility as, like... I'm using the Drake token. I know that was a friend. No, it is bad, but you get the idea. The Allied forces begin flying en masse into the city, and about the time they hit, like, here... Let me make this a little bit... Other guys on carpets, guys on drakes, guys on griffins, even like a couple of sphinxes just unanimously drop out of invisibility and begin to dive down onto the forces that are entering. They're caught, not completely, they were warned. They're caught kind of by surprise, but mostly not, because Xandu was a helper. They're still really outnumbered, but they appear to be holding their own.
Okay, so we should try to act, do the task as quickly as possible at the gate, and then move in to help our allies in the center there.
For Xandu's crit, it's gonna feel mean, but for Xandu's crit, let me see if I can grab a token. I have no idea what's gonna come down. There's my flying fox that I used. I never needed. Yeah, perfect. But that's a premium asset, and I can't.
Darn.
No premium assets. Why can't I just... There we go. That'll work fine. You guys see... I accidentally moved. You guys are on the map layer. Kind of out of well, not out of nowhere. But yes, out of nowhere. Somebody drops out of invisibility riding a particularly large drake that has an extra head. It dives into one of the carpets that's moving over and just, like, mechanically bull rushes everyone off of the carpet. They plummet into the walls, and there's sickening crunches as these guys just slam into the walls and die instantly.
Kick its butt!
On the other hand, their carpet is fine. It just kind of, like, gently floats down to where you guys are to rest, just kind of with a little... as it hits the ground and a little bit of dust is kicked up. The crystal ball and the plinth that is holding it also appear to be undisturbed. And the man riding his strange-looking drake just kind of veers off.
Okay, how about we use the flying carpet to get over to onto the wall at the very least?
I believe that was the offer.
I'm curious. So, to use a carpet, is that a required skill to use, or just no skill whatsoever?
Roll me a knowledge arcana check.
Okay.
Probably need a fly skill.
Okay, so this is a little different than the normal carpet of flying that one might expect to find in a bazaar in Katheer. It's controlled by that crystal ball, and the user essentially has to concentrate. Like, the user has to have some kind of magical spark to be able to fly it, and you just touch the crystal ball and concentrate to move it. Kind of maybe only Van and maybe Joe will get this, but in the 90s, we had these really awkward, gigantic computer mice, and they had like a little red ball that would function.
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, I forget that the tech guy would know. But that's essentially what's going on.
Trackpad!
You roll that thing, and that's how it moves. But
Okay,
yes, it is a use magic device check as well, and like a concentration.
Andrew had one of those. It was hilarious.
So, I mean, I am okay in use magic device, but I'm not that great. I only have like +6. So, what is everyone's skill using it?
What skill is this?
Use magic. Use
I mean,
magic
Andy's
device.
got a +13 to that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah.
Funny joke.
Does Are you trying to tell me that Francis has some kind of crazy use magic device too?
No, I'm saying I have a +1.
Just a kind of positive charisma.
Poke's got a +9.
I am thinking Zandu can fly us over.
It only has a plus 11 on it.
Enderling
It's not
is
full ranked.
ran through a wall.
We could use it to go get
Dang straight he
Enderling.
did. That's right, we're using secondary cursing. Poop!
Dookie.
Dookie.
Poop! Crud! Crap!
So,
Oh no!
so what's the plan? I'm thinking Zandu use the carpet to fly us to the gate we are heading to.
It is easily big enough to support all of you. It can support all of you and maybe like a couple dozen other people as well.
All right, let's get on it. Let's do it. Let's do it up.
Alrighty. What's Pogue
Do
doing?
it.
Poger's gonna sneak up on the gate and climb over.
Okay. You would need some means of to climb over it,
Like rope.
like a grappling hook or something. Yeah, it's 100
Okay, I
feet
can
up.
do that. Okay.
Alright, so give me a touch attack
My a touch attack?
because you need to get the grappling hook on.
Can I do it with Mage Hand?
Yes. Well, I forget what the range of Mage Hand is. If
No,
it's
it might not be. It may not be 100 feet. Okay. Touch attack?
yeah,
Okay. With what?
that's
Does
just
it matter?
D20 plus base attack plus dexterity.
Oh.
Yeah, I could do you one better.
Oh, so like my CMB?
More or less. Yeah.
I
Is that right? No,
It
that's
is.
only. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, that looks correct to me, and it's enough. It's a heck of a throw. Like, you have to really wind up into it because the wall is huge and the grappling hook kind of like teeters a little bit, but you establish a hold on there, yeah.
Okay.
And you begin climbing.
Yeah.
All right, make me a climb check
Do I get a bonus for
for using a rope.
use it? Yeah.
This is a very low D to climb up a rope. And you succeed by a mile. Yeah, you're fine. You were probably almost fine if you could find like solid like divots in the wall to Assassin's Creed your way up. But with the rope,
it's good.
it's no problem.
It's gonna take him a minute.
It will, yeah. You guys will
He's
definitely rise faster.
doing that. He's doing that while you guys are messing around with the magic carpet.
If that is what you
Anyway.
guys want to do, I would need a use magic device check from the pilot.
Yes. Here goes nothing.
Yeah, see, fine.
That is more than good enough. It's probably actually, I imagine Zandu has some kind of circumstance bonus for this because this is kind of your jam. You put your hands on it and you extend your mind out to the crystal ball and it begins to not speak to you, but it reacts to your presence and it begins to resonate and the carpet picks perhaps like 6 inches up off the ground. You find that your hands are almost like magnetically locked to about like 2 or 3 inches away from the thing. And it's probably like, I want to say the size of my pop filter, but that's not very descriptive. It's probably about 6 inches in diameter.
All right. That's pretty cool.
As far as like, does the check succeed? I will say yes, but like, yes in the fact that you don't screw up. You have access to the device.
Yeah.
What happens next is up to Sandu. And
So
is
the
everybody
plan-
else piling on this thing as well? Everyone who's not Pogue or
yes.
anything? Okay,
The plan was
Except
to,
Pogue.
got it.
yeah, the plan was to take the gate. Poe seems to be doing that, but we don't want to just leave him behind.
Uh-huh.
So,
You guys are probably going to basically the same place. He's just chosen a different route.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
go
tired
up
of
on
waiting around on us.
You guys
Zandu-
go up on one side of the gate. I'll go up on the other.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. So Zandu will pilot the carpet to the other side of the gate.
Alrighty, make me a quick
Sorta up
knowledge
and
Arcana
over.
check.
Knowledge Arcana. Here we go. Oh!
Go!
All right, hero point. You want to use it?
Hero point.
The carpet explodes. It can no longer show you the world.
Right. That is why Pogue prefers to climb.
Pogue doesn't like cars. Okay, so You pass the use magic device, you have access to the device, and you can use it magically, as it were. But you still... How it works kind of escapes you. It kind of like, it resonates with your mind resonates with it. But there's other pieces, like mechanical pieces, that you have to perform to get this thing to fly, and you're not sure what they are.
Like steering it.
More or less, yeah. It's another way to say it is you've started the car and you're in park and you have your hands on the wheel and nothing is happening.
Turn off the emergency brake. Oh, doesn't yell because he thinks leaky.
Does Andrew need help in operating the carpet?
Is that an option? Is it possible for Lucia to help?
Off that Arcana check, no, it's not. You could disengage from the device and someone else could sync with it and go. But then
Come on, there's no backseat driver. Are you
exactly
kidding me?
no backseat drivers in Lord of the Caliber. No.
Okay. All then you have to do is get us to the part of the wall, and we are good for the one part of the plan.
Just
yeah,
fly.
but it's not moving. It's like hovering off the ground, and that's it.
Yep.
Just drive.
Is it possible to take like a little bit of time to sort of like play with it, see if I can figure out how to make it move? Because you said something about people are steering it by sort of rolling the ball.
That is true. You could.
Sandy's gonna shake it more than once.
Yeah, shake it more than twice. You're playing with it.
Yeah, you could. You certainly could.
I'm going to help him outfigure the design out, so I'm just going to do a knowledge arcana to figure out all the mechanical sides of the carpet.
Okay, sure. Roll it.
If this whole event takes longer than 30 seconds, I'm going to get off the carpet.
Yeah, so natural 20, so I know...
Backseat driver works.
Okay, so I think...
How it works is again, imagine we all have Blue Yetis for the most part. You put your hands about up to that, and that's about the width, and you if you were to roll the ball forward, it would pitch forward, roll it backward, it goes backward, left, it would veer left, and if you were to go too far left, it would pitch you over. So I was kind of hoping Xandu would I turn it left, whoops, and then you crash into the wall. But it's that kind of idea. And to make it accelerate, decelerate, rise, lower, those commands are mental.
Okay.
Think rise, it rises. Think lower, it lowers, and the steering comes close to the wall. Not unlike
so Lucia knows how to fly a magic carpet, and Xandu's the only one who can actually access it.
Okay. So I would imagine Lucia would have the manual for the carpet. No, honey. You have to think. Go up, not down.
It becomes
He's just
National
explaining how to
Lampoon's
pop
Katheer
the clutch.
Adventure.
Oh boy.
There's the name of the episode, National Lampoon's Katheer Adventure.
Desert
So, yeah.
vacation.
Now that Xandu knows how it works, he's gonna sort of command it to go up and sort of turn it so that it faces the gate, and he's gonna fly it overhead.
All right, so you command it to rise, and it, even though Lucia natural 20s, it's still the first couple of feet are probably pretty jerky. Kind of just rise, as everybody's I won't say reflex saves because there was a natural 20 involved, but everybody's pretty jostled as Colin learns how to drive a car. It it rises pretty fast. I'll say in the amount of indecision that went on there, well, not indecision, but the amount of finagling and backseat driving, Pogue is able to get to the top of the wall as you guys rise. But you guys rise a lot faster. You guys probably get to the top of the wall in 3 seconds.
Ah!
Yeah.
Man, you don't want to see what it looks like when the thing that Francis is right now throws up. No one wants that.
Just bits of leaves just fall out. Okay, so
Yeah.
Enderling is making his way to the palace. Enderling sees everything go to.
I'm making my way to the canal.
To where?
Here, the canal.
Oh, okay, you make it.
I
Everything's
want
going.
the water, please.
Everything's
Make
going
it way
crazy, but
downtown.
nobody stops you.
No one stops me. I want someone to stop me. When I get in the water, I'm gonna intimidate check, and I'm just gonna call out to him, just like, "Hey, idiot,
All right, let's get some.
come and fight me!"
I'm gonna roll percentage dice and see what attacks.
Let's say it's time. The water's fine.
Joe's been waiting for this moment his whole life.
He's been waiting for this since the prison block. Okay. This is going to be, since we're split up, the combats are going to be mostly theater of the mind today. But you shout this out, and as this happens, this black fog rolls out around you. It very rapidly cuts most of your sight away, not unlike the sandstorm. And let's roll initiative. Just Interling. It's going to be awkward. There's probably going to be 2 separate initiatives tracked.
Oh, initiative?
Yeah. What should I?
You want me to roll initiative?
If you would, yeah. Probably I'd like that.
Nah, I won't.
You will not?
Let me find it. There we go.
Well, you're going first. Okay, so what
The victory!
So what happens from the natural one is you hear
A splash.
yeah, as this
Oh no!
like a human woman says something that's probably not nice in Kellish, and there's a splash as something hits the water, and you are first.
All right. I'm gonna dive underneath the water, see if I see any legs. Da 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 da.
You do.
Da, da.
There's a human woman
It is
dressed in.
assumed as I was. Is it assumed? Well, I like as I'm running over to the thing, I do want to drink my rage mutation and shit like that.
Sure, for sure. Okay, so there's a human woman in like all black clothing has fallen in the water. There's a veil obscuring her pretty much all of her face except for maybe like half an inch of her eyes. She looks completely confuddled that she stepped into this. Like Lucy has probably had the "how did this happen to me" face as like she's botched things. It's not unlike that.
Does she see me under the water?
She seems to be able to see you, yeah.
Oh no. Does she realize what she has done?
She probably does, yeah.
That's like my all the like some sort of strange I don't know. I like what comes to mind is I can't remember the magic card, but you turn the creature into a frog ape or something like that.
Frog lizard. It's from Gate Crash.
Yeah, as like my like these gills on the side of my head, just like, and like a frill on top of my head, just kind of like up from top of my head, just like, oh no.
And Enterling casts Rapid Hybridization, the name of the card.
That's it, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Delicious.
You still have one initiative. She's like,
how far away from?
Like 5 feet away from you.
Oh.
She natural one. She's in problems.
She's gonna have some problems. Let me. Yep, that's correct. Wait, no, it's not. That is correct. All right. I'm a binder.
Yeah, that hits and it hurts her. She kind of cries out, but mostly it's just bubbles.
All right. Am I still? I went under the water. Do I get full attack? All I did was just kind of like 5-foot step underground.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, you can do so.
All right. So second bite for haste.
Okay, that does hit, and that does do 27 damage.
And then we get claw once.
I think that connects as well. Yeah, it does.
Claw twice.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Oh, well that's a natural one on the damage. Never mind. But nope.
Oh yeah, there was a nat 20 there, so double that.
Was there really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
I didn't mean to roll that 4 times. That's supposed to just be 2 claw attacks.
I see. Okay, got it.
Then we are render.
I think that just kills the poor lady. I was talking about how we wouldn't need this token because
I'm just curious. So what did the token look like? I think I know what the monster is.
Hang on, let me see if I've killed her. Well, if Joe.
It looked like you.
It probably looked not unlike her. So she would have not a lot of hit points. I think it's that 21 damage at the end. The rend kills her. Yeah, the rend kills her.
Alright, so yeah, I just tear my claws away as the like body's just torn in half.
Yeah, his real
And
man.
like Enderling just like gobbles up whatever's left in the center. He likes the internal organs, just a little bit of liver. Well, not Enderling, Captain Chaos.
Save some for Lucia.
But
Save some for Lucia.
Chaos is gone.
Chaos still speaks in his head, kind of. It's just not as loud.
Yeah, Chaos, like the Fae within Enderling's head has taken on the persona of Chaos. Chaos still exists within Enderling.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
So as you kill this woman, the veil around her face kind of just like melts away into nothingness. And that's all the flavor text I have for that. You've killed a witch archetype from the Katheer splat, casts off her veil and can go invisible, and she can cast her hexes through fog clouds and stuff. Do a natural one. So that happened.
A natural one, a natural opposing 20.
Yeah, it was rough. It was not a good day for her. Speaking of not a good
Chaos.
day. Go ahead.
Chaos probably has his like last action, just like sticks his head above the water and just kind of like smacks his lips deliciously. Not deliciously, but like
Finger looking good.
What are you doing?
just
with the extra-
hopefully anyone sees it. They're just like, oh no!
So,
There's like just this big bloody pool occurs around him.
Okay, I'm imagining a scene from the movie.
What, Jaws?
Jaws.
Yep.
I'm imagining Greg when we talked about frying Waco's chicken weeks ago. Anywho,
So-
the carpet gets to the top of the wall, Pogue gets to the top of the wall, and it's around this time that same Drake that has two heads notices you, and it dives down at the party who's not like, everybody roll initiative.
Who notices
Ooh.
me too, or no?
It might, hang on.
While going,
Do I
going
get to
up
make I'm on the other side. Do I get to make a stealth check too?
You rolled a 30.
while going up the wall, I would have had cast the shield spell on myself.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah, to keep yourself from like falling to your death, like basically an airbag.
I have the spell Feather
Damn
Fall
it.
prepared in case if I did fall.
Nice.
All
I
right,
have a collapsible spine. So if I hit the ground, I will die.
All right, where's?
2 and Pogue.
They're still waiting for me. Hold on.
It's a good thing that I actually did prepare innovation for this very situation.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, my deck should be 27.
Pogue has
Mine's yeah.
Francis. Zandu has a 21.
I don't have a yeah.
Lucia has a 4.
I cannot edit my number.
You have a 27.
Yeah, because we're in the desert.
Alrighty, and then I natural 20 my perception check. I am aware of Pogue.
Yeah.
My initiative is a 26. I'm going almost first. Bad guy.
Yours says 20 plus 12.
That's the perception check down there. Scroll up a little
Oh.
bit, and there's a 17 plus 9.
Oh, okay.
Bad guy's got a 26. I will sort them. All right, Francis, you're up.
All right, how close is the Drake to the wall?
It's like 50 feet above you, diving down it.
I hold my turn.
Alrighty.
All right, well, I prepare an action to jump the Drake when it gets close enough.
All right. It is the Drake, and it's Ryder's turn. What's riding the Drake? I want it to just be a fighter. That's boring. Let's let the D4 decide. It's a core class. Okay, sure. It's a fighter. Oh, no. Let's make it be like a range. That makes more sense. They get animal. This thing dives down, and let's have everyone who isn't Pogue make a reflex save as both of these heads kind of rear back and a sandstorm just emerges from it as it dives down at you.
23. Got to think having intelligence added to my saves.
Real good. Joe, this is nowhere near you.
Oh, I just heard everyone make a will save,
And so he did.
and then a reflex save. And I'm like, okay.
Alrighty. So far,
Yeah.
Lucy has passed, Zandu has failed, Francis has failed.
What? You cut out.
You failed.
Francis.
Francis. That's everybody, right? Yeah. Alright, so you guys
My body.
take this much untyped damage. I will take away that plus 12. That's mean. That much untyped damage, and then this much electric damage.
I take none of that, probably.
So,
Yep.
so on a save, do I take half?
You do take half, yeah.
Okay, so half of both.
Mm-hmm. Then, okay, so as it does this, a cloud of sand and dust and debris begins to swirl around the cloud as Colin makes a concentration check. That's important. He's flying the car, and then suddenly he hits a really big speed bump.
Oh, I thought we landed on the wall already.
This is like
All right.
right when you rise up, it comes down to you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You said concentration?
If you would, yeah.
Is that just a will save? What is that?
It's
Oh.
D20 plus caster level.
Gotcha.
Is Pogue above the dragon at this point, or the Drake at this point?
It's probably like 10 feet above you.
I'm
He's still on the
going.
wall.
Wait,
Okay.
Zandu is going to. Do you need a action point?
I'll say he fails.
Okay, I'm going to use my action point to help him.
Sure. All right. He continues.
So-
He continues to fail.
Darn.
You rolled a concentrate. What are you trying to do, Zandu?
I got a 29 for that concentration, and now it's a 30, and I'm still failing, so it's pretty bad.
No, I mean, like, what are you trying to do?
He's rolling a concentration check because he's
So that we don't, like, start falling as we're on this carpet.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah, I'll give you an action point.
All right.
Before you do that, I think I should give... Okay.
So that's 34. 34, I think, still fails. Yeah.
Dang it.
Zandu has 2 action points left. He's going to use one of them.
Okay. Still fails.
Ugh.
Ah!
It's a rough DC because it's 10 plus damage dealt.
Oh.
So Zandu, unless anyone wants to add anything else to it, Zandu does lose control of the carpet as you guys get buffeted. It doesn't immediately drop so much as like there's a bit of static between you and the crystal ball, and your hands kind of like come away, and it begins to just essentially like the airbag on this thing is a contingent feather fall, and it just starts feather falling down, but you drop probably about 60 feet.
Ah.
The guy on the back is going to take a couple of pot shots at probably Zandu. He realizes Zandu is the problem. He is a smart guy.
So this strike, it's a desert strike.
Correct. So first attack, targeting Zandu.
Yeah, 28 will hit.
All right. So I'm gonna have the second attack target Zandu as well.
That definitely hits.
We'll crunch that first. The first attack is 2 arrows. So then that's... So you would take this much from the first attack. And the second attack would take this much.
Okay.
Just like the rider shooting a bow.
Yeah.
Let me see if Zandu's still even conscious.
Bail.
Just roll off the side of the feather falling cart.
Yeah, no, Zandu is at -4 health.
All right.
Uh-oh.
In that case, the second attack... What did I roll to hit you? I rolled a 14. Yeah, I still do all my math in my head when I play Pathfinder. Second attack targets Lucia.
Wait, you already rolled the second attack for me, right?
He has 3 attacks. So, yeah,
Oh.
so this is the third attack, not the second attack, and it targets Lucia. I'm sorry.
So is it the 19?
Yeah, 19 to hit you.
Misses.
Does it hit your flat-footed? You haven't acted yet.
Yeah, it's No. It's doesn't, oddly enough. It's 20.
Fair enough. That's my turn. Xandu, roll to stabilize.
Stabilize. That's
Just straight Constitution
straight Constitution.
with a -4 because you're at -4.
Dang.
Wow, that's not gonna be too good.
Yeah, they have 14.
Mm.
That's not a 14.
Xandu drops to -5. It is Pogue's turn.
All right. Yeah,
What's
that's
happening
not
with
even.
the carpet is the question.
The carpet is feather falling down. Like I said, there's a contingent on it. These guys are smart when they make super cool carpets of flying.
Okay.
That's how it got to you in the first place. Everybody got killed by this guy, and it just. Doo.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if there's anything I could have done to help you out, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay, I don't. All right, so how far away is the ranger from me?
He is probably like. You're at the 100-foot mark. The party is at the 60. He's probably at the 75.
Okay, but I'm on the wall.
So he's
How far
below
out?
you. That means you could shoot down at him.
Right.
Yeah.
He's 25 feet below you.
And how far out is he?
Probably just straight down. Maybe 5 feet forward.
If you have an anvil, that would be the time.
Well, how close to the rope is he?
We will have the percentage dice decide that one. He is, and this isn't in feet. He's right on top of it. The drake's
He's right
tail,
on top.
The drake's tail probably slaps the rope back and forth a little bit.
He's right on top of the rope?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to cast animate rope on him.
Ooh.
And do
Nice.
loop and knot around his neck.
Okay.
So
I'm not as familiar with that spell.
I don't think that there is anything. There's no save or anything.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
say
it just-
in that case, make me.
It just does it, and then he right. So, well, you just said it was right on top of him.
But you still have to he can react to it. He's aware of it. He might not be
No,
aware
he's
that
not.
that's a threat, but he has the ability to defend himself. There's not a save, but you need to hit the touch attack.
Okay.
Which is only 8. You'll be fine. Right? Isn't it an 8? Okay, no, it's an 11, but I still have faith in you.
Can I use my CMB again?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that succeeds by a mile.
Nice.
The rope is wrapped around the drake's. No, it has 2
No. Around the rider's neck.
Oh, that's worse. Okay. It does still connect. It's a little harder. But yeah, you get
All right. Around his neck. And then I want to holler at the drake to get him to come at me.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna huddle up against the building, I think.
All right, make me a social check.
A social check.
Yeah.
You like diplomacy?
Yeah, sure. Diplomacy, bluff, or intimidate, whichever is the best for you. When I say social check.
Okay, I'll bluff.
All
Right,
right.
I yell at the drake. I say, Pogue yells at the drake and says, "I rode your mom, and she was better."
All right. This is a bluff
And
check
then-
that is opposed by my sense motive, which I have no ranks in.
It's good to know you have a vast type of clientele, Paul.
It is pissed. Do you speak Draconic?
Let me see. I don't remember. No, I don't. But I speak. Let's see. I speak Infernal.
Okay, well, in Draconic, in a really discordant, like, one of the voices is like a half step higher than the other voice, as they just both turn around, just, what'd you say? In Draconic, and it begins to wheel around.
Okay.
O'Donnell.
Okay, I'm going to cast an innovation on the Desert Drake. So, I'm going to use my hero point to reroll that.
Understood, yeah, 6 would miss.
So, 14.
A 14 would not miss. Alrighty, I get a will save, is that correct?
Nope. It's
great.
just a straight 1d4 negative levels.
Oh, jeez, okay. Well, let's roll it.
So it have 2 negative levels effectively for the duration, which is
-2 to everything.
Yep.
yeah, it's
Negative
yeah,
levels
it's
are done so
effectively
much better in Pathfinder than they used to be. It used to be, alright, break your math down. We'll wait.
Yep. It lasts for it lasts for 15 hours effectively. So yeah, it take 2 levels of negative for whatever it does.
Understood.
Very nice.
Alright, so before we bump over to Interling really fast, does Francis want to use his held action?
Well, is it close enough for me to, like, run and jump on it?
You could try. It's, what did I say, like 15 feet above you?
Throw something at it.
I have something I can cast, I'm sure.
Throw something into the dude's hands to see if he'll catch it. He loses his hold on the dragon.
Throw a bomb that
And the
deals
trick.
wisdom damage and delivers a bestow curse to him.
It seems real good, yeah.
Oh, I just happen to have one of those.
I was thinking Hurricane Blast.
Seems good.
I actually have had this spell Spectral Hand and Bestow Curse prepared.
Someone has learned from the div.
Right. Don't blow it all on a Drake though.
True.
So is that what we're doing? Are we casting Hurricane Blast at him?
You guys need to.
I think I am.
That sounds
You
like
guys
a
need to
bad
ride up
anime
too at
move.
some point.
Hurricane Blast!
Blast!
Body blow. Body blow.
Yeah, the weird
Playing
The weird
DBZ.
skeleton root man that Francis is right now performs a Kamehameha.
And I get a
You mean a Haka?
save.
Reflex.
Okay, so
-2.
Where's my tab? Reflex -2. I'm adding not much. He's just got a really powerful breath weapon, I guess.
Mhm.
Does that look good?
Yeah, that makes it.
Alrighty. The ranger probably adds like he's technically grappled, so he's flat-footed.
What?
The guy who has a rope around his neck.
Oh, the rider would have to make it too.
How's the 19 look?
That's a 3rd level spell. No, that does not.
Alrighty, so a medium creature is unable to move forward against the force of the wind. He's not flying. He's in a saddle and he's not tied in, but he can hold on to that. The large creature is fine, but there's something like it will hamper his ability to shoot down at you.
No,
Oh, yeah,
no.
it takes a -4 on ranged attacks.
Okay, so where's the part where he gets pulled off of the dragon?
It's
or the
coming.
Drake?
It's coming. It's
Okay.
on his initiative. Speaking of his initiative, is that all, Francis?
Yeah.
You've cut to the bottom of the initiative. Joe, what are you doing? Waiting in the water there.
What am I doing? I'm going to intimidate someone else. I'm just yelling obscenities and insults.
Alright.
Anyone around. I wish that to come down
Alright.
and try my wrath.
Let's try another percent. Oh, why? am I
Wow.
getting- Oh, that's a D20.
Holy crap!
Roll
I'm so
D20
good!
plus 100. That doesn't work. It's a D100. Alright. You know what shows up? The exact same encounter. Just a different one. It'll fight it.
Persister.
Yeah.
Just someone else falls in the water, sees like her sister's head like come up with like a terrified look on her face.
Okay,
Oh
Enderling, you're dealing with a coven now.
When I say the exact same
I'm dealing with
encounter,
a delicious snack.
I don't mean another witch. When I say the exact same encounter, I mean another two-headed drake has noticed you and dives down. And I'm trying to find my initiative. Go ahead and roll initiative, though. Initiative is officially wonky again.
Just double checking, the drake attacking us, these are the enemy drakes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool,
No, they're
cool.
the friendly
Cool.
thing.
Oh, if
They
they're
just
friendly,
decided
then
to fuck with us.
if they're all friendly, then I cannot resurrect them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have quick
Wow.
initiative. All right, so I will go. It's really up.
Again.
So I'm gonna do bad guy 2, and he will go at initiative count 2, I guess, and then Enderling will go at initiative count 1. Because that's really all we needed there. Was Enderling goes at initiative count 1. I natural 20. What am I gonna do? I natural 20, so we're gonna say I get a quick surprise round off. Make a reflex save.
A reflex save? I'm underwater.
Okay, do make a reflex save though.
I will.
That fails? Yeah, that fails. So same story happens before.
What's before?
But this is,
Please explain.
I used a breath weapon on the other guys, and that's what I'm doing here. Is you guys are popping a breath.
What kind of breath weapon is this?
It's 3d6 non-typed and 48 electric.
Okay.
So there's the untyped.
So it's probably bludgeoning, considering he's a sand drake.
It would make sense, yeah.
It's like sand blasting me underwater.
And there's the electric damage. The electric damage doesn't get doubled or anything for you being in the water. He has to go down to within 15 feet of you to do that.
15?
Yeah.
I don't provoke at 15.
Okay. The archer is going to take a quick pot shot at you. He can't full attack, so this isn't the hit. He has to roll, before we freak out about the natural 20, he has to roll percentage dice. Because you have concealment. I'm not adding 16 to that. So if he gets lower than a 50, it misses. Okay, so it hits. So this is a piercing weapon, so it does full, and it's tripled. So, what, 27?
Noted.
And then it goes to you.
I'm just gonna dive.
Okay. This thing is how deep is it? I'll say it's 1d4 plus 10 feet. It's 30 feet deep.
Well, it had to be within 15 feet, didn't it?
So like you're at the 15-foot mark in it. Well, you had to come up and yell something to get him to show up in the
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna dive. I'll dive 60 feet.
Okay. It's 30 feet deep, so 60 feet would put you at, or it is 30
yeah,
feet deep,
then
so
I'll-
you have 30 feet of movement.
I'll dive down to 30 feet and I'll just stay there. My standard action will be nothing at all.
Alrighty. Then we go to someone. We go to Xandu, who needs to roll to stabilize.
Yes. Is he still alive? Yes, he's alive.
He's
but
alive. He's at negative
not
5.
conscious. Yeah. Not very lively.
Yeah.
So wait, what happened to the bad guy? Our bad guy.
What did happen to that?
Yeah. What? He's. Oh, you did. You did the other bad guy first, and then.
Yeah. What happened was
That's
the
what
initiative
happened.
got screwed up. There we go.
Yeah.
So, I lied. It's the bad guy's turn. So what's going to happen is the Drake is going to turn around and fly up at Pogue. The Ranger is smart enough to realize what's happening, and he is going to make a... Well, let me look at animate real quick. What can I do? He's entangled. He's entangled.
He can get himself out of it. The question is, does anything happen when it moves without him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's roll percentage dice to see which one of them acts first. If I roll higher than 50, the Drake moves before he has a chance to react. I roll a 69. Okay. So what happens is the Drake wheels around and takes off. but he's going up. So it's like the rope is around the dude's neck. The Drake turns around. The Drake flies up. He's still fine because the rope is like above him, right? So the rope just kind of like he would need to go down.
How far up does he go?
He needs to get 25 feet. What's my reach? My reach is probably 10. My reach is 10. So he gets to. You're like huddled up behind something. Is
Yeah,
that right?
down the. Yeah.
So he's gonna get to like 5 feet higher than the wall, so he can bite down at you.
If he can find me.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just pausing for dramatic effect.
Oh, okay. And I had 12. The Drake doesn't see. The Ranger adds. Yeah, it's a class skill for him. Probably add like this. And he likewise does not see you. Okay. So the Drake gets up to the wall. The Drake doesn't see you. It assumes with its 8 intelligence. Yeah, it assumes with its 8 intelligence. Run off into the city, and it's more than happy to chase you. The Ranger he'll make a ride check. You would add probably about that. He natural 26. So he like effortlessly rolls out of the saddle as he realizes he's lost control of his Drake, and like in one quick motion he draws a dagger and cuts the rope off of his neck. The Ranger doesn't seem to, I mean, he's pissed he's lost his mount, I guess. But he doesn't seem that concerned about you. He just kind of turns and continues to. Well, he still has an action. He hasn't moved. He's done. Fast dismount as a free action. So he's gonna full attack down at.
The rope?
He's cut the rope off. That's he natural 20. He's good.
Alright.
So he's gonna. He has a neg.
So he gets an extra action for.
For the natural 20, he succeeds by a mile at something which is like a DC like 15 to 20.
Yeah.
The fastest mount, I think. And then for the natural 20, and then he has a neg 4 on his attack.
His attack on what?
He's gonna shoot at probably Lucia. Well, no, he's gonna shoot at Francis. Francis is doing first attack, second attack. The second attack automatically misses. Third attack. Does a 12 hit?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. No, none of those hit.
Alrighty. Xandu has already rolled to stabilize, and it is Pogue's turn.
I have.
Oh, no, you haven't. I'm
Did I?
sorry. I lied. Go ahead.
I was waiting.
I'm discombobulated. The initiative got screwed up. That does not stay. It's a DC, it's a DC
still.
10, so you go to neg 6.
Yeah.
And now it's Pogue's turn.
Alright. So Ranger's back to me.
Yeah, he doesn't see you.
You think I can get a sneak attack off on him?
Yeah. He's review.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna hit him with all the weapons then. So no, I don't actually. This is my first time fighting since we leveled up and everything. My combined attack bonus ends up being a +6, but that doesn't mean I get a. If neither of my classes have a +1 yet, then I don't get a second attack. Is that right?
If you're level 8, right?
Yeah.
And you
So
are
like-
a rogue bard, so your base attack would be. I'm just gonna look at the rogue real quick.
It would be 6.
Then yeah, you have one iterative.
He is correct.
Okay, so I do.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so I am going to hit him with, I guess, the 2 main attacks.
Okay.
I have no idea if this is going to work. 23 and a 23.
Those both connect.
Okay. And then,
Takes 20.
hold on, do I get Sneak attack damage plus also.
Yeah, he's treated as flat-footed right now, so both of those are sneak attack.
Okay, so another 10 more.
Right.
Then my offhand, I actually get also 2 attacks.
And they definitely hit.
Yeah.
He takes it.
Ooh.
And then 2 more sneak
Second one's
attack.
a crit.
Mhm.
A crit on the sneak attack with the max damage.
That's real good, yeah. And then 2 more sneak attacks, yeah.
So, how dead is he?
He's not dead. Well, he might be.
I should have
I'm
I should
doing
have put
math.
a whole lot of hurt on him.
Yeah, he's not happy. He's very aware of you now as you like pull your freedom fighter out of his like spleen.
Okay. I think I'm going to ruin this ranger's day when it gets to be my turn.
Yeah, don't heal him.
So it's gone to Xandu. So the carpet continues to go down another 60 feet, and the carpet is on the ground now.
So he's still alive though?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's just unconscious.
He's unconscious and bleeding out, but alive.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to do a range.
No. I mean the ranger's still alive.
Yeah, he is.
I'm going to do a range touch attack on the ranger, and 21 hits him, right?
Really quickly. I'm trying to think where you don't have line of sight to him because you're like right on the wall as you come down. So you look up and there's the wall.
You can't see over the parapet.
So is it possible for me to look over the wall to see him?
No, because you're 100 feet down.
Yeah.
Or 70 feet. Or
I mean, I can hit. Let's see if I do. I'm actually going to use my lightning bolt attack on him. So I need him to make a reflex save. Then
Again, you don't have line of sight to him. You don't see his square right now, so you don't know where to target. You can blindly fire a lightning bolt up if you'd like, but there's no guarantee it'll hit him.
Okay, so what about magic missile? I saw him once. Would I be able to?
You don't have line of sight to him right now. I think you still need to have like line of sight for magic to go off, don't you?
Yeah.
Again, I don't play full casters a whole lot.
Okay, then I'm going to use a ranged touch attack on the Drake. Then.
The Drake has gone like up and over. It's flying down in the city somewhere, trying to find the man that insulted his mother.
Okay, then. So who is with me on the wall currently?
You're
not on the wall.
With a passed out Xandu who's bleeding all over this fine rug. And
why don't you help Xandu?
Okay, I will do that. I will give him apply a cure light wound potion to him. So roll 1d8 Xandu. I thought I was on the wall for.
You are not.
Okay, so nope. So Xandu, roll 1d8, and you're healed by that much.
Oh.
He's stable.
So total 2 hit points. Then you have.
Wait, I rolled the 1. I'm confused.
That's not a critical one. It's not a natural one.
Yeah, but I
That's
healed
not a
only
fail,
1 point, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you cast? You cast Cure Light Wounds?
He cast a potion from his inventory.
Oh,
so it's just 1d8 plus 1, so 2 hit points. You're healed.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it couldn't have been cast by a 0-level caster, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not a cleric. I mean, I could technically use Cure Light Wounds to heal him, but he's not undead.
Well, even then, you wouldn't be 0th level.
Yeah.
Doesn't anybody have like a stabilize
Francis
trait
might.
or feat?
I'm 0 level at all levels.
Woo!
It's great.
You're underwater. You're so 0 level. You're
That
underwater.
is a very correct observation.
So, Xandu's still bleeding out. He's at -4 now.
Well, you're
Yeah,
not bleeding
you're stable.
out.
You're fine. You're just unconscious.
Stable?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
very unconscious.
I've been more unconscious before.
I can't spontaneously cast healing spells.
You cannot.
Yeah, I only have 3 more healing potions on me.
I probably should have thought to buy some of those with my extra gold.
It never hurts.
Yeah, I
I'll
never,
away from the wall.
You guys
I
are
never spent it.
right on top of the wall. Not on
All
top
right.
of it. You're at the bottom. I just specified.
You're right at the base of the wall.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
on top of the wall. Like
But-
spent all
on
this
top
time
of
just
it.
trying to get up this damn. I can't spider climb on myself.
I'm the only one who's on top of the wall.
I start walking up
I
the wall.
throw a rope up there.
You could take the rope,
I swim.
except it's been
bring the
cut.
rope
so
with
never
me.
mind. It's been cut.
Alrighty, you
I'll
move up.
pick up the rope from the ground and I'll take it with me, and I can tie it off and then just hang it. You guys can climb it if you want, but I'm walking.
All right.
The second Drake.
Do you have spider run?
I'll spider run up the wall.
What am I gonna do? The bad guy. Well, not the bad guy. Enderling is underwater. I can't reach
He's a
it.
good guy.
Do I have a swim speed? I probably don't. Why would the desert Drake have a swim?
You
Funny.
hopefully you don't, because I win. 'Cause I got reach. I can swim. That's probably still bad.
I have a
That'd
burrow
be-
speed.
I'd be worried about the electrical attack in the water, though.
No, that's fine. We don't run environmental effects, as Tommy said earlier. Like last time we did
Oh,
something.
this is no, fake physics and stuff. I got you.
Because there's no rules as written for what happens.
Fun physics.
Fun physics. Everyone's a ragdoll.
Oh shit! I just fucking threw my like $1,000 phone across here in 1 second.
It's magic. Magic water.
This
How
guy's
do you do
gonna
that by accident?
fly off. He's not where he is on the board, but he can't get to you. He's going to fly. What does anything do? Anything is not here. Anything is holding action. Alright.
Whatever.
Oh,
I'll get it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so this guy,
It's under my bed. I'll get it later.
the guy in the Drake flew away.
He flew up. Is that what you said?
He flew away.
Away. Oh. I'm just gonna stay underwater and heal. That seems fun.
Alrighty. The ranger is going to quick draw a scimitar. And he's going to attack Pogue. First attack is in his threat range. Oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. I see the
No, it
18 total. I'm like, I can crit on a 2. I
No,
can
totally
crit
misses.
on a 2. Alright, second attack. Also misses.
Totally misses.
Alrighty, the Drake will... He's gonna shout out for his Draconic. Drake is gonna make a quick perception check over the din of combat, which he has a -2 on. He does hear it, and the Drake begins circling back around. He'll reach in like a round. Zandu is passed out. What's Pogue doing?
Hey, don't I? Oh yeah, I don't have to make the check anymore.
Right.
All right, so Pogue is going to, just for giggles, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. But I have a macro, I think, that, well, let me, oh, I don't have it. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know how to do this without the. I want to do 2-weapon fighting again,
Okay.
but I want my first attack to be a feint.
Alright, so a
So-
feint is...
It is not. A feint is not a.
Do you have improved feint?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, so it's a move action for you, so you can't full attack. You'll just get the one attack.
It's actually. I also have the improved thing.
Greater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember we talked about all this?
Yeah, I don't remember everybody's feats. There are a lot of
Right.
them.
No.
I understand
mean,
if you have greater.
Right. I asked about them to make sure, like and you said I could go up the the ranks as long as I had the skills and stuff for it.
You do.
So,
So
okay.
Greater Feint says when you use Feint to cause an opponent to lose his dex, he loses it till the beginning of your next turn. So you would still get one attack, but he'll lose it until it comes back around to you.
Right. So what I get is all right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll the my Freedom Fighter macro. Ignore the first attack, or I'll do the feint first. How about that?
Okay.
Do the feint.
And that is opposed by my sense motive, I think. Probably add.
What a lousy ass feint.
That was not a perception. Oh, well, sense motive is a class skill for me, and wisdom is. Okay, yeah, he's aware of you.
Okay. All right, so the feint doesn't work.
Well, actually,
now
hang on. It's not opposed. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. I lied. I am trained in sense motive, therefore it is opposed. It's not a.
Okay. So now I'm just going to roll the macro, but ignore the first attack, okay?
Okay, gotcha. 14 is not up there.
Yep, all right. So then my offhand attacks.
Okay. But you use a move action to feint, so you only get the one.
No, oh. Wait. Let me look at the abilities here.
Okay.
Tommy, how injured is the ranger at the moment?
All right.
Lucy is not sure because Lucy.
Okay, so I have improved 2-weapon feint. Okay.
Okay.
So improved 2-weapon feint says while using 2-weapon fighting to make melee attacks, you can forego your first primary hand melee attack to make a bluff check.
Okay, I see it. You're fine. Proceed with the attacks.
Okay, so
The moral of that story is the fainting characters should always be 2 characters.
should always what?
Should always be 2-weapon fighting characters.
All right, 15 misses, 23 hit.
15 misses
15
on a natural
critical.
1.
So I'm gonna can I re-roll that?
Yeah, if you want to use your point, you can roll.
All right. So just take the first attack on here on this macro.
Okay.
So 24. All right, so 24 and the 23. So
23 hits too.
All right, so 21.
Okay.
Is he dead yet?
He's not dead yet. He's not happy.
Jesus.
He's not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. I was thinking the same thing earlier. It's the Black Knight. Okay.
His pieces just fall off. Is that all you got?
All right.
I'll bite your legs off.
What do you mean? Is that all I got?
I mean,
That's pretty good for a 3-foot. Yeah.
For a little guy, yeah, you do great. Lucia, what's up?
Okay, my turn. I will order my familiar to keep me updated what's going on around me, and I'm going to continue to help Zandu to get him out of his chaos state.
Understood. Sounds like another potion.
That another potion? Am I rolling that?
I rolled it. So 5. Are you
What's in
conscious?
1 hit point?
5 plus. Oh, so you already threw the +1 in there.
Yep, total 5. So you're conscience.
Conscience at 1 hit point. I think. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think so. So I would imagine Lucia get her first aid kit, applying first aid to Zandu. This would be quite the odd parent couple scene. So let's go to Francis.
Alrighty, Francis, what's up?
I'm running up the wall.
Alright, taking the run action will definitely put you on top of the wall.
Alright.
And that's a 4-round action to take the run action.
Dang.
The second bad guys, he can go Y. And
I wave at Pogue. That's how I end my turn.
Got it.
What do you do to me?
I wave.
Oh. Hey,
I'm
what's up, man?
disappointed. I gyrate in your general direction. Is that better?
No.
What's that like?
Talking about messing with somebody's head.
Ah, he's not here. I'm sitting. Where's Joe?
It's all
Joe's
roots.
Here. All right.
It's gesticulate in your general direction, I believe.
Tommy, I had.
Or fart.
I would also I forgot what another thing from my familiar could do. I would have him deliver Infernal Healing onto Xandu before flying off. So Xandu have fast heal for 1 minute.
So you would have to. Can the familiar cast that itself?
Yes, yes. Deliver touch.
But does the imp have the ability to cast that spell? Because otherwise, when it says deliver touch spells, you still have to cast it.
It is a familiar thing. So it's a spell I know, so he can use it on my part. So
okay, so hang on a second.
Yeah, I definitely thought like you had to cast the spell into the familiar, and then the familiar like touch to deliver it.
And the familiar has to be in contact with you when you cast it, and then it goes out and touches.
Oh, that's how it works. And my mistake.
It's all good. Pathfinder has rules. Anyway, the other Drake is going to turn back around. It reaches the wall. The ranger is going to take the withdraw action so he doesn't provoke, and then he's going to ride check. I don't remember what he had. It's that. I may be giving him a little less than I gave him a second ago. The DC's not that. Okay, he makes it, so he can fast mount Drake as the Drake flies by. The Drake is still pissed at Pogue. The Drake is gonna look at the Drake's character sheet and see what it could pop its breath weapon again. It's been 2 rounds. It probably pops its breath. Yeah, it's gonna pop its breath weapon. Francis and Pogue, make reflex saves if you would please.
So this time the ranger's moving first instead of the Drake?
Now that it's not a matter of might someone hang themselves, they're going at the same time.
Oh, okay. I still think he should have hung himself. All right.
Francis passes and will take half.
Wait, where is he dropping it?
Not at you.
Oh, because Francis is up there already. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
A reflex save.
Oh, right.
The thing you're best at.
I hope so.
You pass with evasion and take nothing.
I'm going to take nothing.
So, I'm not going to take much either because I'm immune to the electricity damage.
Fair enough. Then you take 2 damage and it flies past you off this way.
Ooh, hotsy.
As sand buffets you. And this time I'm going to remember that there's a cloud of dust there for 2. And we go to Xander. Xander, it's as per obscuring mist.
Ah, gotcha.
So, where's this guy at?
He's about 100 feet straight above you, maybe a little farther back. Yeah, he's probably no, we'll say he's 15 feet off the wall and 100 feet straight up.
15 feet off the wall, 100 feet straight up. So something that with a range of 720 will definitely reach him is what I'm hearing.
Yes, it will.
Xandu's he's pretty mad at this thing. I mean, it hit him pretty hard. So he's gonna look up there and throw a burst of radiance at the top.
Alrighty.
And I'm probably assuming these are evil. I don't know for sure, but if they are, extra stuff happens.
Alrighty. Can you put the spell in the chat for me, please?
There you go.
Alrighty, so yeah, that's quite a bit of range. I get a reflex for partial. Blinded for 1d4 rounds or death. So they're not evil, but they'll take. It's reflex or they're blinded.
It is reflex or they're blinded. If they succeed, they're dazzled.
Okay. And Donald, how long does enervation last?
It lasts
15 hours or something.
15 hours.
Okay.
So another 14 hours goes by, and
that's
then he'll come back.
DC 19.
Alrighty, let me grab my saves here. It's weird. That is 8 hours because it's your caster level. That's a lot of negative levels. Okay, so the Drake has, where's my reflex save? It's there. Okay, so I suck and fail. The Ranger Probably adds more like this. Does an 18 get there?
18 is just shy.
Just shy. All right. So they're all both blinded for 1d4 for 2 rounds.
Nice.
Is that all you got?
Don't be blind and drive. Or fly.
Fair enough.
That's all he's got.
Poke's turn.
All right. So how far are they?
15 feet off the wall. Just
Yeah,
straight
at my height.
Yeah.
At my height, pretty much. Okay.
They're also blinded, so I'm pretty sure you could get a sneak attack off on them.
Oh yeah, you can.
If I can hit them, right?
Let me see how this works. Go ahead and keep rolling and stuff, but
Didn't you say you got like some kind of super like bomb thing you can throw at them?
No, that was a joke.
Joe's talking about a legacy character.
Although, all right. So I do have a question though.
Okay.
What would I have to do if my armor allows me to fly?
Celestial armor?
Yeah.
That's just, I think it's a standard action to activate it. I forgot you had that. We've been trying to figure out how to scale this wall the whole time. Okay.
Tommy, when you said legacy, I totally was thinking MTG. I was like, legacy? What?
You can use fly on command as the, so once a day is a standard action.
I'm not gonna do that though. It's 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Can I do thrown weapon attacks?
Yeah, you totally can. You'd take a -2 on it because he's outside of the first range increment of a 3. But his armor class sucks right now. He's blinded. He's not in contact with the wall, so his tremor sense doesn't pick you up.
So, all right. So, a question about that because maybe I built the weapons wrong, but you can. Can you not expand the range?
You have like an actual throwing weapon you want to throw.
Yeah.
Okay, I had in my head you were throwing your sword at him. Yeah, you're fine.
No. All right. So I'm gonna throw my cutting word throwing knife, my halfling cutting word thing, to go with offhand remark, right?
Nice.
Which has a range increment of 30 feet.
All right,
so
you're good. Go for it.
How many of these can I throw?
As many as you have base attack for. You could 2-weapon fighting and throw.
Throw 4?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to have to check I should double check my equipment, I guess, but I believe that. Yeah, I've got 4 of them, so I'm just gonna unload them on them, I guess.
Alrighty. Are we targeting the Drake or the Rider?
What do you guys think? The Rider?
I mean, the Rider's closer to being dead.
By a lot.
I would hit the Rider until he dies and then hit the Drake if that's possible.
The dead enemy is one that can't stab you.
Yeah, a dead enemy is one that gives us experience points, right?
Confusion.
Yeah, this is also true.
All right.
I can kill the more close to dead enemy than kill the other one.
All right, I'm gonna throw my. No, I don't have this set up, the macro set up for secondary attacks and stuff like that. So
I'll bear with you.
I'm just gonna do it 4 times.
Alrighty.
2, 3, 4. Okay, so
we would do the primary, the secondary. Is that correct?
Right now.
Well, those are all pretty good.
Yeah, those all hit.
I also have a. Oh, wait a minute! I did the second hands on them. So the last 2, I guess you ignore, right?
Yeah,
because
you would.
First attack, second attack. The next
second attack.
2. All right. So the 24 and the 11.
All right. The 11 does miss.
Right, but the 24 hits, and that is a. That was only 10. Okay, because I actually have a 19 crit range on here.
Okay. So that might hang. You do apply sneak attack with the first attack.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't quite kill him.
Well,
And-
knife does that.
And you can't crit on sneak attack, right?
You cannot. The sneak attack dice are never multiplied.
Right. I just double checking.
23 hits for 10 more, and then roll your sneak attack for.
Except that should be a -2. Does the 21 still hit?
It does.
Okay.
The sneak attack from the second one is enough to put him up dying.
Okay.
The other 2 daggers, like, they would hit him as well. And it's enough to just dies in the saddle.
Okay.
He probably, like, rolls out of it and falls to the ground. Yeah, he does. That would be fun. I keep grabbing the map. Who's down there? We got Lucia and we got Xandu, so we'll just do an evens off. Even says, okay, can Lucia make a reflex save for me real fast?
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Bum, bum, bum.
You are able to sidestep the poor man before he collides with the dirt. But collide he does.
I yelled down at her, grab my knives.
Okay. So is it a free action to pick up items
It
like
is
that,
not.
or did?
You don't have to do it. You don't have to, but it'd be nice to have them eventually.
It is also
Sandu,
Lucia's turn.
as a free action, flips the guy as he lands the bird.
Alright. He's dead before he hits the ground, so it never registers, but good on you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, I can always have my familiar pick the item off the ground.
Just have your familiar start doing cleanup.
Right?
Yeah,
They're
that's fine.
nice and shiny.
Yes, yeah. So I have my familiar pick the item up, and I'm going to be telling Xandu, get to the top of the wall quickly, and I'm going to begin to cast a spell fly, and a pair of bone wings come out of Lucia's back. So she's going to fly up. So imagine a undead dragon wings Lucia grew out of her back to begin to fly to the top of the wall.
Alrighty, you make it up 30 feet. And what does Francis do?
It is 60 feet I can fly.
But it's 60 feet good, so it costs half your movement to go up and double to go down.
Oh, okay.
Man, I was really hoping this thing would get close enough for me to get on top of it, but that's not going to happen, so I'm just going to flame strike it.
Alrighty. I get a reflex save. It's not a good one.
Pogue tells Francis he'll teach him how to get on top of it later.
Finally!
Oh, it's the 23 doesn't happen. It's a 13,
Alright.
which probably fails hard. I
It
don't
does.
think I resist. I assume I don't resist any of that. That would be strange.
And that's 8d6.
Ouchie.
Half is fire, half is divine.
Oh, double ouchie.
Divine.
Alrighty, 25 damage I have taken. Is that all we got?
That's my standard, and I don't know, I'll move to the other end of the wall.
Alright, gotcha. Joe, what's up? You there? You with us?
Yes, I am.
Alright, what would you like to do?
I'm pretty injured, so I probably, frankly, I know it's boring, but I'm just gonna swim around at the bottom of the thing, at the bottom of the canal, and just continue to heal myself because I need to. If I continue to heal, regen at the top of my turn goes to 38 out of 90.
Can you reconnoiter while you're swimming?
Can I what?
Do some recon. Or do you have to be
I-
fully submerged, or?
Well, I don't have to be like fully full. Like I can stick my head out, but that would just like give my position away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay safe for the moment. I mean, I am Captain Chaos at the moment, but
Gotcha.
That doesn't make him
I do.
Captain Stupid.
yeah, Captain Chaos still has an intelligence of 14, so he's got that 120 IQ. So
Alrighty, so the Drake is upset because someone called out its mother, but someone killed its rider. Everything's bad. I'm not.
And it's blind.
And it's
And it's blind.
How
and
long
there's
is it
tons of
blind for?
dust.
It was blind for 1d4 rounds.
And I rolled a 2, so it has one more round of blind.
This Drake, is it the thing that have innovation on it?
It is. So what
Okay,
it's gonna do-
nice. It's having a bad day.
It's gonna move. It knows the wall is behind it, so it's gonna move to the wall, and it's gonna like you guys see it perch on the wall, and as it does so, it goes from being like just kind of casually flapping forward and like poking forward with its tail to having not total visual acuity, but it's aware of what's happening on the wall once it touches the wall. It is going to try and bite Pogue. After I go back.
Am I invisible to Pogue?
You are not,
I'm visible to him?
because I have tremor sense.
Oh. So I'm just a wee little lad.
I'm not that smart, but I'm smart enough to know that if I can't see with my eyes, I should try to see with my feet. Rabbit. By natural 1. I did.
You just rolled.
Bite Pogue. I bit. What did I bite? I rolled bad.
You bit the wall.
Or your
You
leg. You bit your leg.
Left a bomb.
You bit your leg.
I'm gonna say it provokes from Pogue and Francis if he chooses to.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with everything then.
One attack. It doesn't provoke a full attack.
Oh man,
Jesus, can you imagine?
that would be awesome. Sorry,
My
I forgot
synthesis
myself.
will take 15 attacks. Ha ha ha.
If you had combat reflexes, that would be even better.
Maybe next. Okay.
I missed
So
one
I get-
attack and provoke a number of times equal to your dexterity.
So I
Jesus.
it was a natural 1.
That's bad. You are dead. Dead.
All right, so I get 1 attack.
You do. So does Francis if you'd like to. Both of you connect.
Okay, do I get to do sneak attack on it
You
too?
do. He's blind. Well, yeah, you can see his natural 1.
Nice max
That was
damage.
real good. That didn't feel good for the guy.
We're talking 25 on him.
It did not feel good, so
Yeah.
it's that. And he adds... so he has that much damage on that. It probably doesn't kill him. Yeah.
I really got to check to make sure I'm not muted when I start talking. He's catching these druid hands.
Plus this, I gotta get my max. Okay, so that's my max hit points. Wonderful for me. Not that, Jesus. I put a 4 when I was supposed to hit a 1. All right.
He rolls a 1 die 100 for hit points.
Oh, he does. That would be so bad. Oh, I rolled a 7 again. Anyway, Xandu, what's up?
So Zandu's going to sort of step back so that if this thing falls, it's not going to fall on top of him. And with that, I suppose he'll hit it with some magic missiles. Yeah, it's almost dead. I think. How dead does it look? Does it
looks
look
pissed.
like
Less dead, more angry.
less dead, more angry? Okay. Then I guess Xandu will hold his action so that he can burst of radiance and try to blind it again later.
Alrighty. Pogue, what's up?
He's still blind?
He'll be unblind at the end, like the top of his turn.
Okay, so I can do my damage on him, right? Or I can do my 4 attacks?
Yeah.
Alright, totally doing that. Oh, shit. And I don't have a hero point anymore.
So
I'll give you mine.
Can we do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
I'm feeling generous because I am hungry.
I'd rather give you mine than risk you stabbing me.
That's not true. Alright.
17 looks much better. I think both the 17 and the 16 hit me. Right? No, I'm flat-footed -2. So... Okay, those both miss, I think.
So the second and third should hit. Or the third and fourth should hit.
Yeah, they hit. The 21 and 20, yeah, those both hit. For 26 more damage.
Nice.
Sneak attacks?
Oh, sneak attacks, yeah. Woohoo!
No, I'm curious. So, how far away is Poe to
46 damage?
to me at the current moment?
He's 100. Oh, you're flying. He's 70 feet above you.
Yeah,
Oh.
you should be able to see the Drake's butt though.
Yeah, you can definitely see the Drake's butt. Its tail hanging off the side.
You don't want to be underneath it though.
Probably a bit of its horns
Yeah.
as it like recoils back.
Okay, 3D combat like this can get quite confusing.
Yeah.
It's better than trying to do it on a board though. In this case,
Yeah, if we're doing it on a board, we're putting minis on top of dice towers. And there's big danger of falling and breaking minis.
You just gotta spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on Dwarven Forge.
Yeah.
So
Did you say
the
Dwarven Fortress?
dragon,
Dwarven Forge.
so the Drake is alive and above me.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to move what would be 30 feet to my right to make sure I'm not going to be in the way of this Drake. So I'm going to do a ranged touch attack on this Drake. 23 hits him, and I need him to make a fortitude save.
Alrighty. That's the best save. But it's not very good. I'm just a sad little Drake. Is that good enough? Oh god.
Very sad.
Yes, that was a magic number for the. No. That would be a fail.
So what is the
actually.
DC?
So
Is the DC
and it's
19?
minus
20.
it's -2 also, right?
I put
It would be.
I
it
put
would
the
be-
-2 on it.
The
Oh, okay.
DC was 20, so it take 25 internal slashing damage as the bones rip apart and cut the creature inside.
Alrighty. It
Yeah.
continues to be sad.
Yeah, transmutation and necromancy spells. It gets pretty grim when you read the details of them.
It does, yeah. Alright, what's Francis got?
We're back around to me already.
He's got to unmute his microphone.
I'm getting there. I'm gonna. Oh, screw it. I'm just gonna punch him.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna punch him. Right in his mush.
Right in his mush.
Right in his mush.
27 hits his mush for 12 mush damage. And does that?
Right in his Drake nads.
Not dead yet.
Come on, bite me, you big dumb lizard.
Why do you want him to bite you?
Because he'll hurt himself.
Did Lucia
okay.
move up this round? Or did you just move
She
up?
moves sideways.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if he's going to fall, it's going to probably fall on me, so I don't want to be in the area effect.
That'd be real bad. Alright.
Yeah, so my imp would move as well to get closer to Poe out of the way.
Is
It would
Everly
be
still taking the R&R in the water?
Basically, I mean, I can drink a potion of heal person, cure light wounds.
Heal person.
Heal person. Yeah, and really, he'll just like keep the Captain Chaos will keep the cork in his thing.
Yeah, you do that.
Potion, and he'll just like bite it out and like swallow the cork as well, so it doesn't like disperse in the water.
Oh, okay. I see. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Not being
Yeah.
gross, he's being smart.
Get out of here, Discord thing. Notification.
Ah.
I have 2 monitors. So.
Tommy, also the creature, it is exhausted for 1 round per my level, so it exhausted for 7 rounds.
Okay, gotcha.
What? No. No.
Oh, that's rough. Alrighty. So speaking of...
Is it not? 1 second. It's like being an absolute jerk. There we are.
He did it.
So he
Yes,
he
17.
gets unblind, and I think that triggers Xandu's thing to blind him again.
Alrighty, here comes my reflex.
Is it reflex? Yeah. Dur. I gotta bring it up so I remember what it is. So it's 17, 18, 19, so that's shy still.
Okay, so I am blind for 3 rounds. I have tremor sense, so I can pinpoint people on the wall. I am not smart. It's just pissed off. It's not smart enough to really away. All right, first attack is going at Pogue. I have 2 negative levels on me. My strength is decreased by 6. That's rough. It does have 2 heads.
That's real rough.
So first attack at Pogue, second attack at Pogue.
Ah, fight me, you nerd!
Oh, wait a minute. Where's my
Any? I definitely need to pick up more spells.
defense values?
I definitely need to.
They all miss.
Alrighty, the second, as it bites down at Pogue, its tail's gonna lash out at Francis because he's asking for it. So negative levels, 1, 2, 3 from strength drain. 19 get there? You're muted, Cade. I've lost.
Sorry,
my
hold on a sec.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Had a minor existential crisis when responded.
Yeah.
We're getting out of sync.
We had to go in a little while.
While all this is going on, I'm thinking, what would the pool be where Enderling is at the moment? He probably have a beer in the pool at the moment, relaxing while fighting is going around him.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, so
Well, he's fighting what you're he's 1v1 what you guys are all fighting right now. So,
boom. So 14 or 19 misses you, right, Kane?
It does.
Alrighty, so I have an ability called Speed Surge. I'm going to activate it to get an extra action. No, I'm not. I need to be in contact with all to find you guys in the first. Yep, never mind. Xandu, what's up?
So it's Xandu's turn. This guy's blinded again. I guess Xandu's gonna magic missile him. 'Cause that's
Alrighty.
about the only thing he can do from this range. And as I said before, he moved out of the way in case this guy falls.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Oopa.
Do we get.
That only rolled one of them though.
That's
For
weird.
some reason, one of the damages.
Yeah, you should have, what, 2 more? 2 more.
Yeah. Let me fix that real quick. If this character sheet ever loads. So you said I should have 3 more right now, correct?
Yeah, you should have a total of 4. Almost
Okay.
5.
So that's actually what I have in the macro right now for the attack. So I'm just going to throw the attack out there.
Okay, gotcha. So that's enough to get him.
Bada bing!
Little balls of force hit him, and he does, like, well, he lashes out with his tail to try to hit Francis, and whap, 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 and probably just dies on the wall. I'll say what happens. Wait,
He's teetering on the
Annie.
wall, and
don't
Pogue
trip
blows
him.
at him.
He's gonna land just in the middle of the wall
Ah,
in a heap there.
Pogue goes,
Aw.
he
That's too
falls
bad.
over.
Alrighty, combat initiative is over.
What
Okay,
about
cool.
that other thing?
The other
Okay.
thing flew away.
Okay.
I'll take these guys. The chaos still ensues, both in the water by the palace and above your guys' heads. So,
Okay, so Lucia and her bird get to the top of the wall, and I'm going to cast Infernal Healing on Xandu, so he
Xandu
can
is at the
heal.
bottom of the wall.
Oh, what do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is
Then
there's some way I can get up that'll like?
And then
Are there stairs in the wall somewhere?
There's a
I
magic
cast.
carpet.
There's a magic carpet. I don't
Wait,
think Xandu is willing to try that again after what
Uh,
just happened.
How long does it take to mend a rope?
Like a minute, maybe a little
Okay.
longer.
I actually have a rope, so I can just toss it down to him.
Okay.
It down to him to climb it up.
Okay.
So
there's-
how heavy is the carpet?
The carpet is back down on the ground.
right. The tower in front of us. Does it? That's the tower gate tower, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is
shouldn't there be like
The door.
stairs in the gate tower?
there are, but they don't go like outside the wall.
Right. No,
No,
it
they
would
don't
be
go
on
to
the
the
outside.
top of the
yeah.
wall.
No, not from the outside.
Oh.
That would be better.
Okay.
Ever. That would make no sense.
Oh no, but is the gate closed?
Yeah, the gate's
Yeah.
closed.
Okay, that makes sense. Now.
So there a tower that have the gate mechanics to lift up.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, there is.
So Pogue heads for the door. Does he need to pick it?
It's more like a gigantic winch that you would pull to bring it up.
Right, but I mean, is there a door in the side of the tower or not?
No, it's just open air.
Okay. So
And you
he
guys,
goes and-
like both of you together, can it's not hard. It's not much of a strength check to just pull this thing and open the gate.
all right, he does that.
Okay.
I would assume Zandu come up in like a minute with the rope climbing up.
Or he
I
might
don't
just
know
walk
if
in
he's
the
gonna.
door now.
He's just gonna walk inside, and then now that he's on the inside, he's gonna go. He's gonna listen carefully to see if there's anyone like on the staircase, because he knows the walls
Yeah.
specifically weren't defended.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sounds like a perception check to me.
So
Yeah.
Pogue, as he grabs the lever, yells, "Do my bidding, wench!" And then pulls it.
Not
Winch.
bad.
All right.
Important distinction.
Yeah.
Yes. He knows the difference, though. Actually.
Yeah.
You hear Pogue yell, "Do my bidding, winch!"
And nothing else.
And nothing else.
So I guess Zandu's gonna start making his way up the stairs and keep He's gonna cast invisibility before he does so, though,
Okay.
just in case.
All right. Well, he heads up the stairs. Let's have everybody who isn't Zandu or Enterling make a quick perception check versus his stealth check.
Versus my stealth check, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just gotta make sure I click the right one because everything's moving.
Yeah, no, you guys don't see him at all. He actually, Xandu finds there's a convenient, medical kit that's sitting, just unlocked and open in, the stairs, where somebody was, "Oh, I'm hurt, I run back into the tower, I heal myself, aha," and then I go back down and shoot. And that's what that natural 20 gives you. There's
Nice.
an open medical kit. It has enough potions exactly. Don't ask for the mechanics. It has enough stuff mechanically to put you back to full health.
Awesome. So Zandu is going to patch himself up while remaining. Well, can he do that while remaining invisible? He's just got to drink it.
Yeah, you're not attacking it.
Yeah.
Attack that bottle.
He's walking around with a bunch of band-aids on him.
Well, my question was if he's bandaging himself up, is he he has to be able to see where he is to bandage himself?
It's
But
a
just
potion of
drinking
put you to full.
Yeah. It's a potion of put me to full.
Yep.
Is there anything extra that I can carry with me?
Probably not. I've been generous
well.
enough.
Yeah, you have been. So Zanu's gonna make his way to the top of the tower. I'm guessing as people are looking, wondering where he is, he's gonna turn visible again right in front of them.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Okay.
And he's fully healed all of a sudden.
Okay, Xandu, you shouldn't had done that. What if you were a
What's the deal? Sorry.
So Xandu, you shouldn't have done that. What if it were the enemy in front of us?
Well, yeah, but
and-
there wasn't.
Yeah, true.
That's why I did it in front of you, not behind you.
Oh.
Yeah, guys.
Gosh.
Okay, Paul. Here's your sword, or
Yeah,
what's?
my throwing knives. Thank you.
Yeah.
They said-
Yeah, Melvin complained about being having to carry these for Lucia.
Pogue looks at him and says, "You're a crow. You like shiny stuff. Stop complaining."
Yeah, he's giving you the cold shoulder treatment at the moment.
At least he's not giving me the undead shoulder. So Pogue looks out at the and the other side of the tower? What's the situation in terms of people looking at the tower and defensibility, and how hammered are the good guys? Or
Make a reception check. And it's kind of going. It's hard to say. There's nothing going on below you. The entire, like, well, with the exception of like bodies plummeting to their death, there's nothing going on below you. There's chaos above you. It kind of looks about even matched. You certainly could go grab the carpet and join in if you wanted to. Also, it's a matter of time before something sees you and then like dives into the fray.
Do we want to jam the gate open?
Could do that. Are there soldiers around?
They're above you, and that's it.
Okay, we don't have any ground soldiers.
Do not. It looks like
jamming the gate open
people are trying
is
to
a
land,
good idea.
but they can't land yet.
Okay, so things are keeping them from landing.
Mm.
Xandu's thinking that this might be an opportunity to go to the palace and seize control of any sort of special devices they have that are helping them and sort of sway the battle that way, possibly. But he's also not opposed to entering the fray if we can figure out how to fly the carpet better.
Well, I think maybe the most direct way to sway the tide here would be to take out or take control of whatever's keeping our forces from landing.
Right.
I agree with that plan.
And for the most part, that's just the stuff they're fighting up there.
So
up above.
Is there a way to jam the gate open?
Yeah, you could certainly make a disabled
Shove a
device check.
crowbar on the gears.
Yeah.
Okay. I should be good at this.
Yeah, you are. You got it. The device is disabled. That gate is stuck open. It will take... A skilled person might be able to fix it in like 30 minutes. You well and truly muck it up.
Only you know how to fix it.
Yeah.
It seems the entertainer hands know how to jam things pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jams many things with his fingers. Anyway.
Work that shaft.
Woo! Yeah, so anyway, so do we go down onto the streets or should we go along the wall?
So what exactly is keeping our forces from landing?
They're occupied fighting the stuff above them. They could land. They just
Okay, so
it seems to them that the only resistance is above them, and so essentially a giant dogfight has opened over your heads.
Is there any kind of like artillery on or anything on the battlements?
Well,
On the towers?
There's not.
What a lame ass city. So do you guys want to go down on the ground or along the wall?
We probably should find Enderling.
Speaking of Enderling, let's pop over before we sign off for the night and see what Enderling is doing in the water. If Joe's even still with us. Joe got tired of waiting around.
For some reason, my thing wouldn't unpause.
Ah, there you go.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I hit number. Yeah, that's why. Frankly, I mean, what am I at? What's my HP level? I'm at 55 out of 90. So I'm probably, frankly, even though it's 9:59 p.m., it's one more round of heal before I would emerge because, 60 hit points is really difficult to get through.
Yeah.
So, 60 is when I would emerge, and that's what I hit right now. Well, actually, yeah, I'll come up to the top, and I don't want to start anything when we're about to end. Okay. So I'll really save my action until next time.
Alrighty. So the rest of the team is moving down the wall towards the palace. Enderling waits in the water outside the palace. Am I understanding everything correctly?
Are we on the wall or on the ground, guys?
We should probably stay on the ground.
Or on the ground is
sight.
quicker.
Okay, on the ground.
Understood. You guys go to the ground. I'm going to move this guy, and I'm going to put Lucia's token here. You guys are... Where are you guys? If you're not Enderling, make a quick check. I want to see where you are. I may forget.
Okay.
Donald Adams, always right there with that perception check. Make a
But
perception check, bam!
Perception, the most important skill in the game.
All right.
Oh no! You got 1 out of 20.
Oh, that sucks. So you guys, you get down.
Anybody else want to give me a hero point?
It is the end of the session. Xandu's.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right.
Has Xander used his so that he didn't blow up the carpet?
Yeah.
And I used mine to keep you from shanking me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone will do it.
All
Like
right.
I said.
Get that.
All right.
Hogue thinks things
Natural
are gonna go
4.
really bad, but then they don't. You guys, you come down the wall and you begin moving down the streets of what rapidly appears to be like a sprawling center of. It's probably super foreign. It's definitely super foreign for Francis, but it's Lucia and maybe a little Xandu, maybe probably a little Pogue would recognize what would be a like Renaissance era university.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Okay.
What else can I give you? It's a very like big sprawling complex.
Okay, so
So
see,
number 5 is.
Yeah.
okay, this Lucia feels home here, but unfortunately, she have a job to do. She would probably spend time in this area once the city is in the rebels' hands.
All right. Let me get a quick knowledge logo from those who are trained before we call
Okay.
it a night.
He just wants to see me nap one again.
Ha, ha, ha. All right, this is the people who like
Oh, that's
work
surprising.
at this university. These guys. Oh, go Francis. These guys are trained in like the latest medical science that comes anywhere in the world. Again, Katheer is kind of run down, but Katheer itself is not. It's, you guys know it has a history of like it'll be attacked when Katheer is attacked by like nomads and stuff who will be upset at Imperial rule and they'll raid Katheer. But every time, even like the local nobodies, like the peasants and stuff, will come to the defense of this place because it's essentially like the most advanced hospital anywhere in the Empire.
Wait, so you mean like the local nobodies, like the ones who had the tower?
No, like 100 years ago when the place was attacked by this person.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm just curious, so the medical knowledge, could I apply that to my necromancy creatures' creations to give them
you
a bit of a buff, potentially?
You could. So if surgery is spelled Chiru, how do I pronounce that before I make a fool of myself?
Surgeon
It's still pronounced surgeon.
or Churgeon or something. But I think it's probably close to.
I think it's Kirigen.
Origin. Okay, then we are at the Venikin College of Medicaments and that sounds weird. Of Medicaments and Surgery, and that is where we will sign off for the night. As
It's
always,
another fine medicament you've gotten us into, Lucia.
that's a.
I gotta go in for surgery at the end of the month.
Yeah, Tommy, one thing I forgot to ask beginning the session. So, with my apprentice having a skeleton arm, would using the spell Recompose Corpse help grow the flesh back if I just do a general knowledge check?
You think it might, yeah. But that's
Okay,
neither here nor there because we are ending the session and you didn't ask. So right now he is Boney. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos of Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition content. If you want it, we have it right here. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.